like the deception.
You feel uncomfortable?
I don't like the deception. I'm not wearing a mask.
Both teams skipped by Lainey Strouse and Christine McMakin came up short in their first game in these 2021 USA Curling Nationals. With just 7 teams and a 6-game round robin, neither can afford another loss this early in the week. They face each other, both needing a win. Up next, it's Team Strouse versus Team McMakin on usacurling.org. 2021 USA Curling National Championships from the Wausau Curling Center in Wausau, Wisconsin. I'm Joe Calabrese, and joining me for the second draw of the women's competition is 3-time U.S. champion and 2018 Players Champion Monica Walker and the 1985 Ontario High School Curling Champion Dean Gemmel.
Joe, you are continuing to try to date me here, and I'll have no part of it. So,
Thanks
yes,
for having
1985 high school champion in Ontario. Just for the record, been in the United States since 91 and a citizen since 2000. Strouse has hammer in the first end, Strouse McMakin. Nicole Prohaska, the 5th, is in.
So it looks like Strouse trying to come around that center guard, but winds up being more of a tick.
So the two lineups we have going here today, both teams have alternates. So McMakin is got Christine McMakin, Jackie Lemke, Jenna Bercheski, and Nicole Prohaska is in at lead. Maya Willerts is also on this team. And for Delaney Strouse, we've got Delaney Strouse skipping, Leah Yavaro at 3rd, Sydney Mullaney at 2nd, Rebecca Rogers playing lead. Susan Dutt is the alternate.
I'd like to point out there's a lot of Easties on the ice on the sheet, which is exciting for me.
The Bostonian in the group here points that out. As someone from New Jersey, I guess I should point it out as well. But I think it's nice to see balance all over the country, players from all over.
So it looked like they were trying to come around that guard, wound up short. Either that or it was very inside as a center line guard.
So Strouse with last rock in the first end. We'll see how both teams handle this sometimes trickier than other sheets. Sheet 2.
You can go a little, Leah. A little, Leah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Okay, it's fine.
Say,
Nice draw there, behind the corner.
Delaney Strouse lost their first game to Madison Bear 8-7. McMakin lost to Monica's team, Team Sinclair, 10-6.
so for people who haven't seen these teams before, Delaney Strouse, 2020 U.S. Junior Champ. Christine McMakin was a 2017 U.S. Junior Champ, playing with Anne-Marie Duberstein and Jenna Bercheski, who's out there now. This is Jenna's shot here.
Jenna had a really nice run in mixed doubles.
She did, playing with Ben Richardson. They made it to the semifinals and earned a spot in the 2021 team trials for mixed doubles curling.
Yeah, I'm sure Jenna's really thrilled about that. It's awesome. I would imagine she's struggling with the same things that I am out there, and that the ice is a little bit different in this competition, a little less curl, and so it was great to play in mixed doubles and get some, practice throws in there, but we also have to come and play well in women's and adapt to the ice here too. So,
have you noticed a lot of change in the ice between the first week and now?
Yeah, there's a bit. It's definitely a little bit straighter, which makes sense because mixed doubles, the more curl you have, the better, the more fun that game is. So I'm sure the Ice Techs kind of switched it up a little bit, and it's a little bit straighter, but still a great surface, and we'll all adjust quickly, I think.
So angles and setup favoring Strouse early on in this end with last rock. They have 2 corner guards and a good angle here. We should point out, if you haven't been watching through the other webcasts, that there, in addition to the mixed doubles team trials spots I just mentioned, there are 2 spots in the Olympic curling team trials up for grabs here. The top 2 finishers on the women's side will qualify for the 2021 team trials. Tabitha Peterson, as last year's national champion, has already qualified for those trials. And based on their bronze medal performance at the recent World Championships in Calgary, have assured the United States has a spot in the Olympic Games. So it's a great thing for all the female curlers out there. John Schuster accomplished the same for the men.
Yeah, very thrilled about that. That's not always an easy position to be in. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders when you're expected to earn that spot for your country. So we're really happy that Team Peterson could do that, and very thankful.
I played in one World Championship with some Olympic qualification ramifications, but not a one-shot only situation like they had this year. And I remember in 2012 feeling the weight of that was pretty heavy, because you suddenly realize you're not just playing for your own team, but you're playing for all the other curlers who have Olympic dreams.
And it's hard enough to be at a World Championship and play well, let alone to have that kind of pressure. So we understand it, and we're thankful for their performance.
This is a bit of a sloppy end progressing here.
Thanks for bringing us back to the first end. We've seen a number of sloppy ends. I think first ends on sheet 2. I think every team that comes out struggles a little bit with it early. We've talked about how the red rocks, these are the red rocks from sheet A, and a lot of competitors, maybe not Monica, but a lot of competitors here are not big fans of the red rocks from sheet A, which is sheet 2 here this year.
Yeah, you and those red rocks, Dean.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to match them tonight.
I'm pretty sure it's the same set that I used years ago, and I was not a fan. They're not terrible rocks by any means. They're going to be better than just about any set you'll find in most places, but there are a couple that are tricky.
Yeah, and when you get to this level, you're so keyed into your slide and your delivery, you really pick up on the slight differences.
This is
Not real sure what they were doing there, Dean.
I was just going to note that, Joe. I wasn't exactly sure what the call was.
I was thinking maybe they had some sort of angle on those 2 reds going in.
Yeah, but apparently not.
No.
So now Delaney Strouse has a chance to make a hit here and possibly lie 4, just with a gentle tap, push that red stone back. The angle works in her favor. May not lie 4, but at least 3 after this is certainly possible. They're close. Need to get tight to the guard, but they also need to stay on the high side of that yellow. A rub, and they'll finish that rock just off the center line in front of the rings. Christine McMakin thinks she can hit and roll under here, which she may be able to with the amount that it curls. She's asking for hack weight.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm keeping an eye on that cluster of rocks on the left side of the house there that's kind of blocking that intern draw to the 4-foot. If I were in the first end here, I'd be wanting to maybe keep that open and make sure that I have a draw to score. So just always thinking about that.
This is Jackie Lemke. It's her first season with Sandra McMakin. Jackie Lemke you may have seen in the past playing with Cassie Potter.
It's our first Sandra McMakin reference. I just want to put that out there.
Yes, Christine McMakin. I just saw Sandra McMakin back here. She's the coach of the team, and I said hello. So I immediately called her daughter Sandra.
That's
This
one,
looks
Dean.
great. Oh,
That's
could it
one.
clip that? It did. Oh, it was so close.
Just clipped it, which will now make the shot that Delaney Strouse tried in her last one, slightly easier. It was aggressive to play for that inside roll. Maybe in the first end, a little more conservative ice.
Okay, I like that. I'll throw. Same weight.
This looks like a lot of broom to me.
I think they're asking again for hack or back line.
Must be moving there.
Careful! Careful!
Trying to angle this one onto the red.
Trying to hold the line. It's close. They need to keep it from curling.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. It looks like they'll lie 3. That was Leah Iavaro, who's playing third.
This is getting pretty dicey here.
And we will listen in on the players, but I think they haven't turned their mics on so far, but hopefully we'll get that rectified by the next end. Comes Christine McMakin, facing 3. My hunch is that she's playing a hit and trying to sit right in front of those other yellow. What do you think, Monica?
I agree. There's no real great double because of that red rock in the back that it will jam into.
So Christine McMakin with her first stone of the game. They do want to stay a little bit high side here, not over roll. Want to roll about 1 rock.
It's a pretty good spot.
It is a good spot, even though it's second shot.
Tough to get that red one out of there without losing your shooter. I believe Delaney's just looking at the draw, the outturned draw.
So here, one of them may have turned their mics on. Maybe we can hear.
You got it.
So hats off to Leah Iavaro, the third on Team Strouse, for turning her mic on.
Great attention to detail.
She's going to be a top player, I'm sure.
Yes.
So Delaney Strouse, I think, hoping to half tuck one here, or even fully bury it with the outturn.
And, we can't hear them, but I'm sure they're talking a lot about, what's the speed of the ice here? What's this path doing?
They're either talking about that or the food served in the bubble, one or the other.
Pretty good.
We are in day number, I don't know
Hang
what,
out there,
of the
little
bubble
girls.
here.
Becca, yep.
Suboptimal. No.
Close.
Line looks pretty good.
Well, yeah, you let it
Should
ride.
curl more as the weight comes off.
Just right here. Right here.
Wow, they are tight to that guard. Maybe a fraction deeper than they would have liked, a rock deeper.
Yeah, the only problem here is it really kind of lets Christine out of the end a little bit by giving her something to freeze to. If she were top 4, even top 8 with that draw, it would have been a lot better for Strouse.
So now Christine McMakin will try to freeze to that rock at the back of the forefoot behind the guard, essentially follow down Delaney Strouse.
And how great do those buttons look with the USA Curling logo on them?
I have heard that feedback from others who I don't think are just being kind. I do think that new USA Curling logo looks terrific in the middle there.
It's an excellent button.
I always like the buttons on championship ice because they're more generous than in most clubs, so they're easier to hit.
Yeah.
Christine McMakin with her last stone of the first end.
Big shot here.
Trying to freeze. Can't afford to bounce off that stone. They haven't laid a brush to this one.
Seems to be running a bit. Might
Running
be a little
might
heavy.
indicate a little more weight than they wanted. Didn't mean to interrupt either, and I think that's a lot more weight than they wanted.
Nope, I'm on the same page as you, Dean.
So Strouse has a draw to the forefoot for 3.
Okay, I think line's or same thing is fine.
So this is one you want to cash early. You want to make this shot, get your 3, jump out to a big 3-0 lead.
I like that. Cash early.
Cash it in.
Yep. I wonder, do we have any stopwatch capabilities on this broadcast? Am I on my own? Let me see.
So when I skip, if I miss the free draw, then it just eats at me for the rest of the game. So it's nice to make these. Delaney Strouse with her last rock of the first end, trying to draw for 3.
Sid's rock. Where are we? Whoa. Yep, straight.
Sydney
yep, straight,
Mulaney
yep.
and Rebecca Rogers brushing.
Hard straight, keep coming.
I think
yep,
the
hard.
line is
You gotta nail
fine.
this one.
I got about a 14,
Yep,
so
hard.
Oh, they're trying to have a chisel it. So I'm afraid that's going to be heavy as well.
So Laney Strouse is going to pick up 2 here in the first end.
Yep.
And McMakin will have the hammer when we come back right after this.
The USA Curling Safe Sport program was introduced in 2013 to raise awareness about potential for misconduct in sport. Over the past season, new requirements were added to all USCA member clubs. If you have questions regarding USA Curling Safe Sport policy and requirements, contact Stephen O'Keefe at the National Office at 888-CURLERS.
And we're back here. Second end. McMakin now with the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Strouse taking a 2-0 lead into this second end. Opportunity to score 3, missed, but
2.
still have a lead.
Yeah, 2, 3.
yeah, strong start for Strouse.
Coming down.
Always good to put, a score up in the first end.
Christine McMakin will now have hammer. Her team will go to work.
Throwbacks.
Centerline guard. It looks like Christine is going to play the corner guard. She's going to ask Nicole Prohaska, playing lead. From the great state of New Jersey, Nicole Prohaska is, I should add.
Does she still live in New Jersey?
She does. She's actually on the board now of the Plainfield Curling Club in Plainfield, New Jersey, or South Plainfield, New Jersey.
Nice. I remember playing against Nicole in juniors, her and her sister. Always good competitors.
This rock's coming down. Looks like a pretty good corner guard.
This is a trend we've noticed early on in games where the inside-out paths are a little stiff because people haven't played them yet. They've played only to the middle, and as the game goes on, they get faster and faster.
Yeah, so in the last shot draw, most teams are trying to dial in their draw shots and often don't break down the middle of the ice.
This looks like it's tracking pretty good.
Yeah, this rock appears to have some pace. Delaney Strouse checking her hog-to-hog time. Looks like it will be settling in the back 8. Christine McMakin is going to ignore her corner guard for a moment and play around the center. It's a call I like. Nicole Prohaska's second rock of the game on its at the end on its way.
Playing around these guards is sometimes tricky, right? You get around the center guard, you may never get to that corner guard.
That's true, Joe. That's why a lot of people do elect to play around the corner. Sometimes if you go around the corner, too, you make a good shot around the corner, you really force the team without last rock to make a decision. Whether they chase around the corner or continue to play to the center.
This is shaping up to be quite an aggressive end.
Yeah, we should have lots of rocks in play here. Delaney Strouse is going to try to come around
19.
both her guard and the rock that Team McMakin just put in the top of the 12-foot.
7. 8.
They're calling out 8.
6. 7.
Well, calling out a number of numbers here now. 7, 6, 8. It's somewhere around the tee line.
Perfectly called. It hit all those numbers at one point in that shot.
They did. They said it would be anywhere from 6 to 8. And that's pretty much where it is.
Got to make a play on this to some degree, right? You could freeze here. Do you want to move these around? What do you think? What do you think, Monica?
I like moving them personally. I like opening the scoring area up a bit. Right now, it's just the button they have. So if they move things back, they're going to have a lot more room to work with.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially they can see all of it in a little bit.
I think the key here is keeping the line tight and using your sweeper.
Sydney Mullaney with her second shot, with her first shot of this end.
Pretty good result there.
Yeah, that'll be difficult for Delaney Strouse to deal with.
Yeah, I think that was Jenna Bercheski that threw that last one. And
Excellent point.
But now we have Sydney Mullaney.
I'm just one ahead, Monica. It's the third game of the day. I'm going to sharpen up, though.
I got you.
Thank you.
Maybe a touch more.
Sydney Mullaney grew up curling at your home club, right? Broomstones?
Yeah, I moved to Minnesota before I really met her or knew her.
Mm-hmm.
But it was exciting to watch her do well in the mixed. And, say, oh, person from my club doing well. I've got to root for them,
Bostonians are all in all the time on their fellow Bostonians.
Absolutely.
So looking to bail now here, McMakin.
Playing the run back. Looks close.
You tuned in a lot of the mixed doubles web streams, and Dean, I know you made this point quite a bit, but in mixed doubles, it feels like you have to bail pretty early.
Yeah, 100%. It's I think you get one chance to bail in mixed doubles. If you do it too late, you don't have enough time to rebuild. So I think you either have to bail early or go all in, is what it seems like.
Felt like that was a good opportunity here for McMakin to make that decision.
I'm not exactly sure why they were sweeping it, and I thought they wanted to run it in. Looked like they were sweeping it to prevent the curl.
You know those kids, they like those bang, bang, bang triple run backs.
Absolutely, Joe.
Team Strouse trying to come around here or tap.
Would push McMakin towards the corner guard.
I'm not sure what they were going for there. Are you?
No, as I said, what they were trying to do, I wasn't sure what they were trying to do. I thought they had called a different shot.
Wondering if they're just trying to tap their own back to the
Yeah.
red and sit 1-2.
No, Christine McMakin is definitely has an opportunity here.
One thing I'll say about her, she seems pretty patient. Like, you could try to make some sort of play on shot stone here. And maybe she's doing that with some sort of run back, but it sort of looked like she was playing hit and roll.
And
Yeah.
I think the slash here might not be a bad idea.
And Christine's also pretty fearless, too.
I sort of favored the slash there, the slash double, and you
Yeah.
keep you could lie, I think, 1, 3, 4 after that.
The angles were set up pretty good for McMakin for that shot with
Yeah.
that backing.
So they chose to hit and roll.
Okay. I don't mind the guard. Yeah.
So they discussed a hit and roll, but have settled on a guard. They're actually guarding the rock in the top 12 foot. That was the roll from Christine McMakin's team. Says,
I don't know if she liked that so much.
says Leah Yavaro.
So that-
Looks hot. It's
yeah.
in that fast track.
They want to make sure they don't line this up for Team McMakin. They're going to at least want to be on an angle with it. I think it will right there if I... So I don't know if they exposed enough of that red to make this possible. Let's see what they think, if we can. Until the mics work, we'll have to mind meld, Monica.
So looks like they got a couple options here. They can play a suicide double off the 1 and the 8 foot, or they could try to move the yellow in the top 12.
I think this is a smart call because, you know, McMakin's down 2. They need to score in this end. They keep the middle open, they have a better shot at doing that.
I don't know, Monica. I'm not sure I understand this call, to be honest.
Looks like it's going to go right into their red, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. It looks like you're going to angle this right into your own red when they could actually make a play on their own red. I don't mind if they nosed it. I wouldn't mind that as much.
Right.
But, well, I don't know. That's what I thought was going to happen.
At least McMakin's, you know, they're sitting 2 and 3.
They
I
are
think they're 2 and 4.
Oh,
2
sorry,
and 4.
you're right.
There's the yellow at the back, and now I think
Yeah. Okay. Pass it up. Tap it. No? Yeah. Yeah. Are you saying play this? Yeah, just tap. Yeah, we can do that.
Kind of what I'd have you try to do.
Just tap on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that?
Okay, sweet.
so. The tap is not easy, but it would be a pretty good result if you could sort of tap it frozen. Could also throw a guard here. I do feel like some of the teams that have played on this kind of ice less than others, Monica, are sometimes too quick to play a tap. With the tap being a harder shot, I think, on this kind of ice. I'm not saying that's the wrong shot here. I think the tap welded on the back one would be a pretty good result.
I like the tap here just because there's a lot of red rocks in the house.
It's a good
But you're
point.
right. I mean, it's very easy if you get the wrong angle to set up a double.
I was wondering if there was a double on the yellow stones now.
Line's pretty good.
Sort of like half a rock showing
think
on that
so.
one side. And if you tap, maybe you make that angle a little steeper.
Whoa.
True.
Whoa, Sid. Whoa. Whoa,
The
yeah.
line looks pretty
Yep.
close. They definitely want to hit it,
Yep.
if anything, on the high side. Nose or high side, I think.
Whoa. Yep.
A little firmer.
Okay.
Seems to be a double there now.
Might be a triple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like everything's going.
That's the danger of the tap. You don't have to miss a tap by much on this ice and end up with a result that really gives your opposition an advantage.
So hit this maybe a little low of nose.
Yeah, just a hair on her nose, and I think you have a good chance to get the triple. You're surely getting the double. The double on its own is pretty good.
Great arrows there.
Rock's moving in the appropriate directions, Joe.
I have one job.
I don't know if that's true. You only have one job, but nice work with those arrows. Here we go. Christine McMakin. Here comes Christine. She's throwing the out turn, trying to make this double.
They're going hard at it.
Looks to me like it's going to over curl.
Some guard coming now.
Delaney Strouse will guard here, I think. Of course, she could also just freeze
Yeah, I like it a lot.
on her own and make it pretty tough for Christine McMakin to score. But keeping it simple here with the guard. I think she can, if she touches center line with this guard, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
She can show the outside, the left side as we're looking at it.
a little bit more room for error on the weight with the guard. Can be anywhere from like a 2 to even a 4. Might be
Yeah,
okay.
I think you could bring it in pretty tight. I think she could even split center line. It would be a good guard. It would actually make the out turn draw that much more difficult.
Back goes Rock. Whoa. It got put out quite a bit.
Sounds like it has some curling to do.
Hard, Becca, hard.
Means it,
Gotta go a mile. Yep. Hard.
yeah, right now she's missing this on the wrong side.
Gotta keep going. Yep.
Now they're trying to work it over. I think they should both
Yep,
go.
keep going hard.
I would have both sweepers going here.
Okay, good push. Good sweep, Bex.
And why is that? For the weight?
Yeah, I think the further you can get it there. I mean, I know you have one brusher trying to carve it. Would you have 2 or 1 there, Monica? What do you think?
I think we'd probably have 2, but that's because we kind of switch both to the carve side.
Right.
So otherwise, the sweeper on the straight side is kind of counteracting the grooving a little bit. So unless it's really light,
That is the
probably just
feeling.
1.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
There-
swept that well.
There is a lot more instinct involved with sweeping than there used to be.
Definitely.
So there's a slash double here for 2. Go over the top with it, lose your shooter, take out both yellows, score 2.
And she kind of just played this path as well.
Rock is on its way. Sounds like it needs to curl up a bit.
This is pretty close.
This is close. Carve it over a little bit. And
Great shot.
there's
Yeah.
the 2.
Can't really hit that too thin.
So McMakin picks up her 2 here in the second and ties the game at 2. And we'll be back with the third end. Strouse will have the hammer when we come back after this.
Check out this one. Long hair, loves to hike, and plays frisbee.
What is he, a Labrador?
So should I meet him?
You're not that adventurous.
Yes, I am. Try me.
Okay. Jump into that lake.
I'll do it.
Let's all do it. I'm in. This is crazy. You coming?
Seriously? It is way too comfortable in here.
It's freezing.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back here, third end, McMakin and Strouse. What a nice shot there by Christine.
Yeah, great shot to score 2 in the second end. We're here at the 2021 USA Curling Women's Nationals. 2-2, third end. Christine McMakin against Delaney Strouse.
Dean had his coffee at the break, so we're ready to roll for this third end.
I am fired up now.
Help. 2.
So here we go. There's going to start out Nicole Prohaska trying to put a center line guard.
That's good. Good. Nice, Nicole. Really good.
Center line guard goes up.
I like it.
Delaney Strouse is going to play around it.
She's ready to get into it.
Mix it up a little bit here. I think they looked at drawing open side, but I like this in a 2-2 game in the third end.
Got a curl. 4.
Comes a time in the game when you have to think about making your opponent's shots harder.
Straight
So line looks good if they can get this rock there.
They're sweeping hard on this one. It's really curling.
Is this what you mean by both being on the one
Yes.
side,
Okay.
sort of the straddle on the close sweeper, and then
Yeah,
pushing
wrap
with the
one
other,
here.
right?
This is
Exactly.
fine.
The
Top
close
12's
sweeper
totally
can
okay.
really get behind the rock and pivot based on
25,
which
30.
way they're trying to sweep. And then the far sweeper can kind of just carve.
I will say one brushing move that I'm convinced is much more effective than what we used to do is
47.
straight ahead from behind the rock trying to hold a takeout.
Agreed.
Okay,
It's
you're
also
killing
great
it.
for, as a sweeper, to be
killing
able to
it.
view the path that you're
Yeah.
sweeping towards.
So you can call line as well.
Exactly.
Hard.
Not rely on
tell
the person in
Jamie.
the rings.
3. Hard.
That's what we need in curling, is another person calling line.
But your head can get
Come on,
right
Jen.
over the rock, and it's
Nice,
really
that's good,
easy to
that's good, that's
judge the
Good,
distance,
Jenna.
judge the weight.
You like this way now?
Yeah, good release here too. You got
So we're going to play the out-turn draw after that in-turn draw from Nicole Prohaska comes up short. Rebecca Rogers will try to throw her lefty in-turn here.
That was a 3-game
Stay
streak
close,
going here.
Leah.
Lefties.
3, 4.
So nice thing with a lefty here, if she can bury this, it'll be harder for a right-hander to chase it.
Curl, curl, curl.
They need it to curl a bit here now.
What do you think about throwers being able to throw lefty and righty, kind of like
You got it.
baseball switch hitting?
Throughout a game,
Worth
just
it?
switching hacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would work particularly well, but if I'd like to see someone try.
Well, we may go to a one hack anyway, right? So maybe
Always
not
discussion
necessary.
about one hack. I'm not convinced it's a huge difference one way or another, but I do actually kind of like the variation you get with 2 hacks.
5. Line
Yeah,
good.
I've tried a one hack. I can't say I love it,
Nicole.
but
Yeah, I've never tried one, so
and I have tried throwing lefty,
Okay,
and
line's
it's
good
pretty
now, line's
ugly.
good,
So
wait, really
I won't
good.
be doing
Wait
that in
only.
a game anytime soon.
Okay, remember this is
you'd also have to play with
This
2
is the
sliders on your feet, so it's
Jackie.
tricky.
Well, not behind the tee line. Nice. Good throw.
See if they can bury this just a little bit
Nice.
behind the tee,
14-7.
but
That rock
fully
is
buried.
garbage.
Sounds like we've got mics working on all the players now.
I think you kind of just have to peel the top one. There's not a good double.
damage our yellow.
So recognizing
Peel
everything's in the
this
center.
one, but you gotta hit it thin.
Thinking about bailing here.
They could also run the high red.
I just don't want to like straight jam it.
Yeah, no, me neither.
What
I
do you?
don't mind the. Can we do the high one into the right side of the yellow?
This way? Yeah. You can try. It's pretty hard.
Okay.
I'm not sure why they haven't entertained the red one into the other red one. They might even be able to clip the red that's in the rings with that.
I think they thought it might go into some of their yellows. But yeah, just running that red one into the crotch of those two even, you never know, you might get a good spin away or
Nope.
something.
Nope.
I do like
Clean
hitting
up.
the high red. I'm glad they're
That's fine.
electing to do that.
Yep.
It looks like a single peel of that rock.
Light's fine.
So
So
Christine,
what? Well, I'm sorry. What is the first call? Same thing. I love it. I love it.
I like this guy like making this shot. Really be aggressive. Try to make it. Try to be in the top of the 4-foot buried. Was that Jenna saying she
I got
loved
an
it?
18.
I think that was
Line's
Jackie.
close.
Oh, Jackie.
Ah,
She's the
5, 6.
experienced
Oh,
player on the
Jackie.
team.
It's starting to come down.
5'6" is
Whoa,
pretty
whoa,
good
whoa,
for
whoa.
weight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're really out there.
Just kidding.
Leave it high.
I really expected this to die, and it's really not.
Nope. Jackie.
Jackie Lemke
Hard,
saying she was
hard,
just kidding, but
hard.
this is going to be a pretty good shot.
Hard bury a piece. More. Good.
Even if
Nice,
they get edge
sweet.
to edge, it's
Good
good.
throw, Jen.
Good
Nice
throw by
hit.
Jenna Bercheski.
Yeah, it's
I like
much
throwing
better
this
than edge to
one. If you
edge.
peel it, fine.
I know they're saying peel it is fine, but I really think you want to get some action on those ones in
Little
the
off
rings.
nose, but nose, straight nose gets
I
the
agree.
top
I think
one.
the angles are lined up where everything could kind of go and make it a
I'll
lot
go this way.
easier for the Strouse team.
Delaney looked at dead nose here. If she hits a little high side, might be better angles on the rocks that are in the 4-foot, but Sydney Mullaney trying to run this back.
You wanna go? Whoa. Good.
Oof, close one.
Yeah, if they'd let that go just a little bit more, but
Yep. Okay, nice and easy, Jack. Nice and easy.
She's talking to herself. Self-talk is good.
visualization.
Positive self-talk. And
Okay.
talking to yourself in the third person. Always good.
Jackie Lemke, an experienced player.
Felt pretty good.
It is quick out there.
Room. Jenna's.
Line's pretty good.
Always Jenna's. Always Jenna's.
If you haven't played much this year, it's
Yep.
Gotta move. Yep.
tough to throw
Hard.
those really
Push it
light
over.
splits.
Hard.
430s.
Hard.
I think this will finish enough
Line
to
getting
cover
really
it.
good,
Hard,
really
girls.
good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's pretty good. Nice. Good throw, Jackie.
Good
Good
sweep.
sweep, guys. Great scrub.
Throw it again.
Yeah.
Seems like the McMakin team is really feeling it. Their energy is high and they're making shots and they're controlling the middle of the house right now.
Close.
I don't mean to question more shots, but I think this yellow run into the mix. They could run their own yellow into either of those, couldn't they?
Yeah.
And now they can't. I think there was a good opportunity, a lot of room for error if they ran the angle run on the yellow.
What did you split me at on that?
Could hit it a number of ways to get some action on those reds.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, or at least trying to run the red that they peeled out in there.
I think that's what they're trying to do, but
Yeah.
fortunately they missed, and now they've guarded their own yellows.
We're getting closer to the end of the end here, and they really need to make a
Yeah,
move
maybe
on
here
those
more.
rocks in the 4-foot.
Okay. Whoa. Line's
Careful.
good. Line's good.
Line's really good. Careful.
Line's good. Needs
How
a
deep
curl.
do you think they want
Needs a
this?
curl.
Whoa.
I think replacing what they had, I mean, it can be,
No,
I wouldn't mind
No,
it
it's
just a
good. Whoa,
hair
whoa, whoa,
past
we're
that
curling,
yellow,
actually.
Sit.
Yeah.
which is where
Sit right
it's
there.
going to
Sit
be.
right
Stop,
there.
Rock.
That's a peach. Nice. Nice.
Oh, man.
Like it.
That's ideal.
No run opportunities at this point.
That or the peel.
It's maybe slash
That or
double
the
those
peel. You
in
kind
the
of have
back.
to throw like down weight probably.
I don't mind it for her, you know. I don't mind the peel to clean it up for you.
Yeah.
I agree with Leah. I think it's really tough to get in there with those guards up there. They need to open it up.
Well, I think if they can remove these two, at least they might have a look at that yellow we mentioned earlier.
Yep.
They should have a couple options if this shot is made.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
Certainly spilled everything.
Okay. They were getting like 45s, 50s on mine.
Holy moly, that's
Yeah.
slow. Woo.
She's
So
right.
they're thinking the ice is a
Right,
little
so I
slower,
heard
so
that it's,
45-50 on those
450
guards?
to
Is that what they're
deep.
thinking?
Yeah, the ice is
Or
quick.
to the guard.
Or slower? She's thinking
No, she's thinking
3.5.
her slide was slower. is what
Yeah,
she's
you've
saying.
got to really come out slow
Got
in
it.
order to make
Okay.
this guard.
She was,
All right. Is this the same ice I gave Jackie? You think that sounds close? I think so. Yeah. Just kind of dropped it. Just kind of dropped it, Nicole. Nicole.
so
Nicole, a little
Christine
bit.
want to push it out here a little bit early
Whoa,
with Nicole
whoa,
Prohaska on the
whoa.
brush.
Line's good.
Whoa.
It's good info from Christine that she
Needs a curl.
didn't
Okay,
put a positive
Jenna,
release on
needs
this
to
one.
Jenna, finish it. Jenna, finish.
That's good. That's
Nice
good.
job. Nice
I
shot.
think
What'd you
they,
get for a time? Good.
if you wanted to
16
take away
level.
that yellow run, you could sort of half bring it to the center line there, show a little bit of the ones in the rings.
Doing what?
It's true. There might even be a port here.
Oh, the 6 thing. Okay.
Oh, now they're discussing that angle run.
Okay.
I like the 6 thing now.
I was just thinking
Just
the
play
run.
This.
This is kind of open though.
Well, I
Yeah.
kind of like going through the port.
I do too.
You make it, you leave your rock there to use maybe for your last. And if you miss it, you open up one of the other two
I mean, I think you can do
stones in your way.
I don't know.
Do you guys like board through here? Okay. What is that, like 13? 12.5? Okay.
11-5.
Yeah, I think they could have brought the red guard to touch the center line just a little bit on the, almost to touch the center line.
A little bit more.
Show a little bit of the outside of the red, take away the angle run and this shot.
I agree.
11-5.
Yeah, they don't seem to finish with the two sweepers for distance on those guards.
We won't be shot, but it'll.
So she's trying to go through the port. She doesn't think she can be shot, but board weight through a pretty small hole.
Maybe?
Okay,
What do you want?
this then.
I like this. You got it.
Port is staggered in a way that's advantageous for them, but it's not large. Delaney Strouse with her first rock of this third end.
Close. Close. Whoa. Whoa, off. Sid. Whoa. Whoa. Back up, back up, back up. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, Sid.
Sid, hard.
Close.
Close.
Very close.
Hard.
Oh.
Just got by.
A snuck.
Okay.
I didn't think there was any way they could save that.
Do you like this?
We have to roll then, though, right? We can't sit here.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm surprised they rolled that far.
But we just have to make sure we get the roll.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have to play it just so that we make sure we don't give up a 3.
Yep.
Right. So, feel like there with 11?
There with 11, yes, I do.
Okay. And if it's hanging, just make sure we roll away and stay flat.
They're electing to play the hit and roll into the middle.
Want to roll under.
That's how I understand that.
Yeah, I guess the other
11.
choice would be to play another in-turn draw around that guard. Try to sit 2 that way.
We could guard 2. We're sitting 1, right?
I know. Does she have can she buzz it through here?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she just played it, so I like the guard.
Okay. You want the room in the same spot?
No, less. Yeah.
I don't think Strouse has too much with those yellows up there, does she?
No, it's pretty tough.
She said she just played it, but if you played it at that weight, you'd never make that shot.
She'd have to throw maybe the other turn through the hole, I think.
Yeah.
And probably more
Line's
weight.
tight.
Little bit, Nicole.
No, line's tight.
No. I hope not.
It just needs to stop.
Stop. Yep, that's good.
So in the hole.
Okay, good pack. Thanks.
I think, I don't think she has much with her yellows, but I do think she has the long run on the red.
Double the red for 2.
This is low-key kind of hard, right?
I don't think you can see any of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's either this or the draw. Sure.
The draw?
I'm not sure if they even see that shot.
Low-key kind of hard is
Little high side of nose.
Doesn't sound promising.
is an indicator that it's a young team too.
9-5.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
You think this brings?
This is really all she has, in my
Don't you
opinion.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't think she can hit enough of that yellow to put it on the yellow and the right in the rings to put it onto the red.
I don't think we have any other options, so I hope so.
There you go.
The draw may be there, but we're just going to try this.
So she wants to hit this almost straight back. It's just a hair high. Double out the red.
Normal.
The only danger area is hitting it too high and jamming it into your own yellow.
There it is with our negative thinking.
Well, it's important to think about which way to miss the shot, right?
Absolutely.
And I don't know if they discussed that.
Becca.
So now they are trying to work it
Hard,
across.
Becca, hard. Yep. You're moving it
And
hard.
It's close
Whoa.
though.
Yeah. She's going to stuff it.
Okay.
Good try, though.
Yep.
So McMakin steals 1 here in the third end after well executed end by McMakin. And Strouse will have the hammer when we come back for the 4th end right after this.
The USA Curling Club Insurance Program provides access to liability insurance and medical accident coverage with reasonable premiums and includes participant liability for the sport of curling. Member clubs can join this program at any time of the year. For more information, contact Stephen O'Keefe at 888-CURLERS.
And we're back here, fourth end. Making up 3-2.
No, I
Strouse
don't
with the
think so.
hammer.
So McMakin with a big steal in the third end, and Strouse will carry hammer into the fourth.
2, 1.
So fairly even game so far.
1.
Possibly slight advantage to McMakin. They've been putting their rocks in really good spots, and they seem to be really
I like your
confident about how they're playing right now.
Delaney Strouse was close to making that double for 2. It needed to curl up another inch or so to make that long double for 2. He's going to go around the center line guard. This is the lead, Rebecca Rogers.
Leah. 6, 7. Line only.
Calling out 7, which translates to T-line weight. Oh, maybe heavier than that.
And I think the key to coming around the center guard on your first is rock placement, right? So top 8 is a really great spot, and also back 8 is a really great spot. But this T-line shot brings all the play right into the button and makes it really hard to score too.
The other thing I used to think when I played lead was I didn't mind being a little wide on those and only showing them half of the rock on the other side than over curling, right? So if you're top 8 and you show them half on the right side as we look at it, that's a pretty good result. I'd rather do that than be tight.
Well, and you can use that later in the end. You could tap it, you could run it, all kinds of things.
You can see what happened there. They were a little tight, so they were sweeping a bit for line. If the line was a little different, they could have been right off it.
On the next episode of Lead Talk, Monica and Dean discuss.
We could talk all day about this.
The most boring curling discussion, lead talk.
That was terrible.
The union of leads.
What's your favorite lead shot?
I think that.
That makes
I think that opening, trying to come around top 8, you make that. You know, that's the shot that can set the tone for an end if you make that well. You know, I think.
Guess what mine is?
Tick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the tick, I could say the tick, but I think we need a rule to make the tick less prevalent. So Delaney Strouse will try to wrap around this corner guard she now has after Nicole Prohaska crashed on the centerline guard. Another one where a lefty intern, she could get this into a spot that will be tough for a right-hander to reach.
Okay, line's okay.
Good opportunity for Strouse to lay 2.
5-6.
5-6, and it looks like pretty good line.
It can be deep.
This looks like a pretty good shot.
Even, but it can be deep. Yep, let's be even. Hard. Harder. Good. Okay, good sweep. Sorry.
Good shot.
You're fine. Great throw back.
I mean, I think we probably have to peel that and try and get one of these. That's fine. Okay.
So they're quickly going to peel the corner guard. Delaney Strouse is line 2. Christine McMakin with a 3-2 lead. Just trying to get out of trouble quickly, I guess. I guess if you're going to peel, this would be early. Doing it early might make more sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes! Whoa,
I wouldn't mind hitting the center one.
Might get a straight back here. No.
Okay.
Just enough.
Just got it.
Nice catch, Nicole.
And save the hack at the back.
That's key.
That's New Jersey style curling there. Don't let it hit the hack. So here we go. They'll try to duplicate that come around behind the corner guard. The guard is over a little further. I think they've tightened the ice up a bit.
Line's good.
Think so?
3, 4. It's got to be in.
4, 5, 6.
Even. It's running.
5-6. So
it's running.
the weight sounds
7,
good.
8.
Oh,
Really running.
You jinxed it.
running. They said 5-6. Now they're talking about how it's running. It doesn't matter too much if it's deep, though.
Like here? Yeah. It's fine. No double. Well.
Okay.
Now there is. Yeah, I think you got something.
Christine's lining up that hit and
You have to
roll
throw a big weight
and
for the
double,
double.
I guess she's looking at.
It's pretty flat.
What kind of weight is she calling? Okay.
You almost have to throw it this way.
Yeah, I think in order to make the double here, you're better off playing the cold turn, which is across the face. You get a flatter roll, but you do have to throw a lot of weight. Oh, she didn't like it.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna get one of them.
It's still falling. Still.
That looks like it was set back a little bit. See what Delaney Strouse discusses here.
Like this.
I like that.
How about you, Monica? What do you like here?
Yeah, I like splitting the house. Getting an easy 2 here. If you needed 3, I'd like under the corner, but they don't have to go hard for 3 just yet.
I think I would go under the corner here.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could show them a little bit of the one in the back. Forces them to make a decision that I think would be good. Now they're going to have 2 that are essentially open in the rings. And there's still a lot of rocks to come. It's a long way to a deuce this way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Nice weight, though.
Make it even.
Going to
Make it
even this up
Yep.
perfectly.
Yep. Real good. Dang it.
I like the position of that. Being shot stone
I like this nose.
makes it so that hitting the other one and rolling
10.
under the cover doesn't
Or you want
make
to throw 11?
McMakin shot.
Whatever you like. Out here, I think I prefer a 10.
I think really it just depends how aggressive you want to play this end, as Monica pointed out. Going around the corner guard would be a little more aggressive, but might put your 2 more at risk. But also increase the likelihood of a 3.
Yep.
Jackie Lemke.
Yep.
I think it also depends on what kind of team you are. You know, if you like open hits versus draws, what your preference is.
I like open hits for 4. It's my favorite shot.
10-7.
Pretty good roll there.
That's fine.
Maybe a little too deep.
A little too far. Do have to make sure they get this enough in the 8-foot
What did you get on her?
on this one to
Somebody give you like a 20.
be second shot. This is Leah Yavaro with her first shot of the 4th end.
Where are we? Really running. Just even, girls.
Well then.
This really needs to stick around.
Ooh,
Great. Real close, Leah.
She's going to hang on. I don't think she'll be, I think she's 3rd.
I think she's 3rd shot.
Now Christine will hit the shot to yellow.
Okay.
And try to roll into the middle. She may set up a double on the reds, her reds for Strouse, but she's got to get rid of this rock.
Yep.
Jenna.
Hard.
Sounds like it's curling quickly. Jenna Bercheski trying to work it back.
Hard to nose. Hard to nose.
Straight
Hard
ahead.
to nose. Clean. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's good. I just, wherever we could hit to not make a double. That's good.
So now Delaney Strouse is left to draw around this corner again.
Yeah, draw little taps, okay.
Yeah, she can move this slightly.
This is
Bit of
still
a momentum shift here, right?
Yeah, anytime you're trying to draw to lie 2 and you end up drawing to lie 1 and 3, it changes the texture of the end.
still a good setup for Strouse. It's wide open. They've got rocks in the back of the house.
You might want to try to hit this one really thin.
Can't bump.
Oh,
Sit.
it's pretty good.
Good.
Well played.
Think we can just get it right through
Sorry,
the
I'm
hole?
coming.
Think we get it just through the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she has air between that and the guard.
Just through? Or you just
I
think knowing that last draw was heavy, I would have pounded it to curl as much as I could. Try to get as close to nose as possible.
So worked it over to
Yeah.
get as more to nose.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw 9-5 so that way if we like smoke something on our way by, we get it out of the house.
Okay.
We just want to punch it through the hole.
Trying to push this one through the hole.
If it curls up, that's fine.
If it crosses just a hair, would probably do that. Almost dead nose. Dead
Yeah,
nose
it's wide
might
open,
even work.
Jackie.
Yeah.
It is wide open.
These inside-out paths can be a little tricky, though. Not always sure what they're going to do. Sometimes they curl, sometimes they run straight. Depends on how you
Careful.
throw it.
In terms of a delivery, this is almost my favorite shot to throw, though.
Yeah.
An inside-out out-turn on this side of the sheet.
It's natural for you.
Natural,
Yep.
straight at it.
I
You got to
agree.
work this over, though, so it doesn't jam. There's jam.
Oh, and she's going to get a lucky roll over here.
Okay. Not that it mattered, I guess, but it was
Yeah, I like it.
They're going to freeze onto her shooter that rolled
Yeah, I gave you there.
over onto the right as we're looking at the house.
I like this call a lot. I think
I like
this
the
is-
freeze.
Most junior teams may
Even if
consider
we
hitting
just-
that, and I think it's great that they're going to freeze.
Yeah, like even if we're high,
Yeah,
that's
she's
okay.
already
We just
line
gotta
one.
be second shot.
Needs to be second
High's
shot.
okay.
If she freezes, there probably won't be any kind of double.
Monica, I think you're right. You know, a lot of teams would look at this, hit that rock, hoping to somehow open up the yellow rock beside it, but that's probably never going to happen.
Exactly.
We don't want to set up a double. So if it's high, drop it kind of up top. Like, we just have to be like full 8 foot.
Delaney Strouse needs to be full 8 foot, as she said.
Line's pretty good.
Switch.
Okay, yep, keep coming, yep. Sid's rock, Sid's rock.
Sounds
Oh,
like it's
yep.
over curling and light.
Whoa, push it over. Actually, just leave it.
I think Delaney Strouse may have talked herself into that one in the hack a little bit, don't you think, Monica?
How do you mean?
Well, she talked about being top 8 would be okay. She was like top 8 would be okay, and actually I think there, you know, considering what it was, she could almost be back line and probably end up okay.
Yeah, I think the tolerance on that was certainly heavy, just given all the backing that she has.
We're just gonna straight pick. We're just gonna straight pick.
Now it looks like she's probably going to be drawing against 2, but not a bad spot. The 8 foot's open. There's backing.
Yeah, she'll have the full 8 foot to draw
Yeah, but
to.
if we, I don't
Probably
know.
go
I'm
with the
just
intern.
nervous about leaving her a double, I guess. I just screw this. 9-5.
There's some interesting scores on the other sheets here.
Stay close.
Haven't
Nicole.
really. Looks like Christensen's beating Traxler 10-0.
You're good.
And let's see.
Yep.
Bears up on Rhyme 3-1.
Shot.
So there's the pick on our featured sheet, and that leaves a draw to the 8 foot, I believe. Let's hear what they think.
I mean, should try to come, like, set the line up for that.
Okay. You got it.
So Monica, with your skip, an experienced skip, Jamie Sinclair, what would be her thought process here?
I think we would play the path that we knew the best,
Mhm.
the path that we'd been
Full 8
playing
foot.
during the end, and
less.
I think in this case it's definitely the intern. But really, it's a personal preference, what you're comfortable with. You don't really need the backing here. The full 8 foot's open, and Jamie has the confidence to make that no problem. So.
Yeah, and I think the problem is if you have the backing in your head right, you tend to pump up the weight and then go by everything. Really have to just
Exactly.
think you're trying to draw the T line.
Line's pretty good.
There's a time and a place for
need the backing?
strategic backing
Right.
considerations, but for this,
we're not close.
not necessary.
I don't think one rock is very good backing either. Like if there's a
Yeah.
pile,
Okay,
that's
it's
one
starting
thing.
to curl
It's a good
now.
point.
It's curling.
She's probably going to come right to the backing now.
This looks pretty good.
Okay.
She
We're
is
close to
good.
the
I think she's
backing.
good
We're
on
the
her own.
backing.
You're okay. Good throw.
They can just clean that. She's good on her own. Well played.
So Strouse picks up her single here in the 4th end, going to tie this game up at 3. We'll head to the 5th end right after this.
We need backing.
I was like,
That's not anything I ever want to hear.
It started curling. I was like,
It's your time. It was coming down.
No matter what speed you're comfortable with, the G50 line has a shoe for you.
That's comfortable and stylish.
When it was time to get his first pair of curling shoes, we went with Goal Line. Now it's time for the G50.
Looks great, but it grips better than anything.
Man, this is a light curling shoe.
These remind me of why I like to play the game.
This is actually the most comfortable curling shoe I have ever owned. It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
We're back here, tie game, 3-3. McMakin now with the hammer playing those red stones.
Yeah, 3-3 game. Nice draw by Delaney Strouse to score 1 in the last end. They had an opportunity to maybe score 2 or 3 at one point in that end. Settled for the single. And now the center line guard goes up.
Yeah, and I think if you're McMakin in this situation, you're pretty okay with the blank here going into the 5th end break. But you'll take a 2 if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, certainly blanking 5, playing 6, having hammer in the even ends in the latter part of the game.
yeah, it's got to be on.
Yeah, line.
Tight.
Hard line.
I don't know if every statistical analysis bears out the even ends theory, but it seems to make sense.
Yeah, you know, I think with the 5-ruck rule, the having hammer and even ends thing isn't as big anymore. That's just my perception
I'd
of
agree
it.
with that.
Haven't really looked at the numbers on it recently, but
Yeah.
I think most of the analysis says that we weight even end hammer too heavily, although I do think if you can have hammer in 8 and 10 and have 2 hammers to the other team's 1 is certainly a big advantage.
yeah, I think that definitely holds true.
Yep. Okay, whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Delaney Strouse asking for the curl side.
Okay.
And I think that point you made, Dean, is important because it's that feeling that you have control over the last part of the game, I think is the most important part. Not just having those last stones, but feeling like it's you that's in control of the action.
Yeah, and then if you're a high percentage player in 8, 9, and 10,
That's
if we
right.
track those stats, I mean.
You have those stats in your head, don't you?
I do. I've been tracking them all week here so far. Nicole Prohaska
Nice release.
with her second rock at the end, trying this come around.
Line's nice.
Her first rock, I'm sorry.
Jackie's. Jackie's.
No, second rock.
Wait only. Wait only. Line's getting better. Push when
These
you can.
McMakin uniforms are looking sharp. Haven't seen these before.
They are sharp, actually. Yeah, I like the color
Yeah.
combination.
Very reminiscent of Team Homan's uniforms a couple years ago.
True enough. It's true.
That's what I was wondering. Yes.
Although I'm waiting for the team
like
that comes
half
back out
bat
with
or
the wool
more?
sweaters and the turtlenecks, but
How much do you have?
I think we have arrived at a better spot in curling apparel.
Yeah, remember those pace setter jackets?
Pace setter jackets and
This
the
way, this
billowy
way.
parachute pants. So we've improved there.
That's why I'm wondering if we should dig at it, though.
Let's hear what they say.
No, you make this good.
So they talked about trying to remove it, and they've elected to play the freeze.
Back line!
Where?
Back line!
Back line. All right. Push.
Back line, they're going to try to push it over.
Back 8.
She had iced her for the freeze, so it's a little more weight than they were expecting.
All right.
And Christine's going to jump right up there, And look at peeling.
None of these double peels are very appealing. Appealing?
Nice dad joke there, Christine.
Okay, peel.
Still think she's funny.
She'll play the peel. I think you can get some action on those other ones and
Get
have
things
some.
moving.
Yeah, get rid of at least one of the other ones.
Gotta go, roll it off, Nicole. Roll it off, we gotta roll, gotta roll. Okay.
Sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
Unlucky.
Unlucky, probably. Well, I don't know if it's better than it was or not because they have a hit and roll behind the center now.
Extra edge or more. Extra edge in the hair more. Mine 12 and a half. Okay. Do you like that?
Thumbs up from the far end. 12 and a half. Hog to hog time is what they're looking for.
Got it.
They'd love to get this inside roll.
Close. Yep.
Sydney's from Concord, Massachusetts, which is the town I was born in.
Close.
Small world.
Roll down. Whoa. Close. Yep.
Grew up like Monica, curling at Broomstone's Curling Club.
Close. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
This looks like a great shot.
This looks really close to good.
Really good throw.
It's great.
Really good
Clean.
shot. That's a great shot.
Yep.
Terrific shot. Perfect roll. Dead behind the yellow guard.
Good call.
And I think they even managed to remove the red stone completely. Difficult to tell. But the
Really
roll
good
was the important
Should've had a
part of that
13.
shot.
Really good weight control on that shot, too. She didn't overthrow it.
Yeah, it's still in.
Sounds like that back one's still on the rings. Something to keep
Okay,
their eye
what?
on throughout the end.
Maybe. I've noticed that.
Oh boy.
This is sailing out a little bit.
Okay, that's all right. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
So what do you like here, Monica? Let's hear what they say first, and then
Yeah.
we can figure out what you would like.
I don't mind it, but we can come here. I don't mind this. As long as you're like biting 12, just half buried. Full buried's good too.
I'm gonna give it to you guys. I'm gonna give you like a 20.
I don't know about you, Dean, but I actually like the high guard here. Maybe that's crazy, but the ice is so straight and the come-arounds are tricky.
Yeah, your concern is that they might leave a double or something. It does need to curl
Yeah.
out of hand. I don't mind this shot.
Gotta curl a
I sort of,
lot.
that would be my first instinct to come in like this.
Still gotta curl.
But it does
Gotta curl a
does have
mile.
to finish.
I certainly
Gotta
like it
curl
better
a
than
mile.
hitting
Come
the
on,
back
come
one.
on.
Yeah.
Hard doing
Now
this.
it's getting
Gotta-
good. It'll finish
Looking
here.
good.
Hard,
This will finish.
hard, 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 hard. Damn it. Okay.
Is it touching?
It's not touching, but I don't mind that shot.
3 of them
It accomplishes
now
in some way what Monica was thinking with the high guard.
How much do I have to hit?
Looks like 3/4 high.
Okay.
Just makes any kind of like double peel, even getting the one in the house,
peel, right?
easier.
Yep, peel.
There is a chance here now that they will hit the yellow that was just thrown into that red biter at the back.
True.
No. Jenna.
Hard. Jenna. Hard.
Jenna Bercheski trying to work this over.
Okay.
She's just gonna get the one. Really close to getting the second one there. You can hear her frustration a little bit. So close.
Leg it back up.
Is that a broom slam? I hope it was a broom slam. We haven't enough broom slams so far. Let's hear what she wants to do here, Delaney Strouse.
I kind of like throwing it back up. High as possible. 1 on this side of center line.
Yeah, I'm wondering that. It's okay.
So yeah, I like the high guard here.
Yep.
Okay, just like a 35.
So are they thinking 4.35 backline to hog?
Gotta curl.
Yep. That's the split they're looking for.
That
I
is
think I would be throwing a 40 or a
Gotta
50
curl a
here.
lot.
that's very fast ice.
Yeah, it's nice.
And anybody who plays on skating ice in an arena setting will be incredibly jealous. You can write in that comment in YouTube. If you play in an arena club, tell us what your typical splits are on YouTube. Great
I
shot.
don't mind the same thing.
Okay.
Not so sure they might not be able to get that with the intern though.
Yeah, it's pretty close to nose.
I'm not sure they couldn't get it with the intern with like back line.
I see what you're
saying. Get to that stone.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's the high guard.
Whoa.
Might not get another good look at it.
Yep. Whoa. Yes.
Yep.
Pretty close.
Get it. Okay.
Are you kidding?
And there's the jam on that one I mentioned earlier. Let's hear what she wants to do here.
Yeah, top 12.
I don't think there's any reason not to come here.
I don't either. I like it a lot.
You like that?
Yep, that's what the line even gave me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
I agree with this call.
I gave you probably here for your guard. So
Yeah, I like coming in here. I might even want to lock it right on
You got
the
it.
face of that one.
The only thing about that is if
little
you leave
less,
it
you
out at
think?
all, she might be able to pick you or slash it.
That's true.
Little space is okay.
She did talk about being top 12. That's a good conversation to have, that if you're top 12, that's less likely.
I lost my mittens. Thank you. Yeah, top 12. If we're to it, that's okay. But okay.
They know this path really well. They've been playing this side most of the end, I think.
Yeah, a good opportunity for Team Strouse here to apply some pressure and make it hard for Christine McMakin to score.
Line's good, just a 4.
Coming up on that fifth end
Becca's
break,
rocked,
and Price
pretty
is going to be
tight.
talking to Daniel Dutt
Yep,
and a
hard,
teammate,
Becca, yep.
none disclosed
Hard,
teammate.
hard, hard.
Looks like Andy.
They're tight to the guard, but you want to be tight to the guard here.
Hard. Whoa.
I like this shot.
Looks really good.
I think that's a great shot.
Yeah. Good communication on that.
So, what kind of weight?
It is too bad that it just overcurled and peeked out the other side. But
By guard's error, I think.
Right.
I think Christine could also look at playing to it with the out turn, the shot rock.
I think that
It's actually
that red
only
guard is so
half
high.
buried behind that one.
Really
yeah.
So I think we can play 11, like the double.
Looks tough though.
Yeah, nothing looks particularly easy here. So she's saying she's going to throw an 11. Try to get some action on the yellow in the forefoot.
The error is the guard though. Like that. Yep. Yes!
Whoa! Yes! Yes!
I think they want to sweep.
Yes!
Tight to the guard, but it's close. Close to a real good shot here, just by the guard.
Just by.
Roll.
Even clips that
Hard,
one.
Jackie, gotta go!
I think that one goes out easily, doesn't
Really
it?
good,
No?
Christine.
Nice.
Right? Do you ever want to play this? Oh, wait.
I just feel like that's hard.
Okay.
It might jam into any of these rocks, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Don't
So
you
here?
think?
This side?
I think even's probably good.
Okay. I like it a lot. Same broom?
Yeah.
A little more, maybe.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah.
Was I on the
Yeah,
broom?
you threw good.
Okay, then yeah, a little bit more.
I like this call. They looked at hitting the red, but I see a lot of danger. Will Rogers hitting the red.
Agreed. That looks like a tough hit.
Tough hit, easy to jam it somewhere, easy to just tickle it and rub it in a little closer.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're giving up a 2 before
Yeah.
you know it. Yeah, I like this call. I think the key is where they position this rock.
Yeah, it's tough to leave it double here, but I mean, as long as she's lying 1-2 after this shot, she should be feeling pretty good.
So Strouse looking to
Line's pretty
draw
good.
around.
Line's better. Further out.
It's at 1-2.
This rock still.
Delaney Strouse still with a great steal opportunity here in
Line's
this
really good.
end.
Becca's rock.
Line's okay.
Makes a good one here.
Coming now. Becca's, yep.
Line looks pretty good.
15-5.
14-5. This looks like it digs in.
Yeah, they gotta hope that it stops.
Okay, really good throw.
Great shot. Very good shot.
Yep.
She could wire the double here, though.
Yeah.
They probably would have liked that to stop just a little higher.
Yeah, I was thinking top 8 or back of the house was good
Yeah,
there.
they could have taken it to bite the button. Might have been better.
Yep.
Or bite the pin, actually.
9-5.
Back button would have been great,
I don't really think you can hit it too thin.
So this double is wired. See if she does have to move it a long way, though. The rock that's buried, she has to move the full halfway across the rings. So she can't hit it too thick.
So hammer on its way here in the 5th end.
Jenna! Hard!
Calling early to make this rock curl. Ooh, it's got to curl a long way.
Hard, Jenna!
Oh, and she just ticks the guard.
Really bad. I'm sorry, I should have caught that. 2.
So steal at 2 here for Strouse in the 5th end. She'll take a 2-point lead into the second half of the game. We'll be back with the 5th end break. Daniel Dutt and Andy Dunham right after this.
Sometimes referred to as chess on ice, curling combines strategic mental gamesmanship with athletic ability. Beginners can have fun immediately, yet, like golf, the strategic nature of the game makes it an enjoyable and challenging lifetime sport. It's a great way for people of all fitness levels to keep active during winter months, regardless of weather conditions.
From Team Dunham, 2-1 overall. You know Andy, of course, because all we hear on the stream when you guys are broadcast, Andy, Andy, Andy. It's kind of become a refrain. You got a ringtone set like that, Andy? They're always yelling at you.
We're still working on it.
You guys, obviously you're graduated, Penn State. You were still in school at Princeton, working on a
PhD in mechanical engineering. Yeah.
Aerospace, right?
Yeah, mechanical and aerospace engineering.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I was doing some reading beforehand, and I was reading about you working with fusion reactors. Was it called Stellatorators? Do I have it?
Stellarator. I'm impressed. Have you been reading my publications?
I have read a little. You'd be surprised on how
Okay.
much I read. I do some homework here and there.
Our research group, we work on nuclear fusion energy, and my research in particular is on this one type of reactor called a stellarator.
Okay, so what is it, obviously working on your PhD, what is it you want to do, like, once you graduate? What's the plan?
That's a great question. I haven't thought too much about it yet. I still have a year, maybe 2 more years of graduate school, but I've always been passionate about energy systems, and particularly like forms of renewable energy.
Yep.
So I think I'll end up kind of in that space for a job post-graduation.
Yep, awesome. Andy, you're working outside of Baltimore, Columbia, Maryland. I just learned that you and I have a common love, but you've never missed a season of Survivor, right? And you're going to break out your Survivor buff and wear it on the ice. Is that what I have right?
Oh yeah, so I've kind of started a trend in the curling community here. So at the beginning of COVID, right before I watched some of the later seasons, and I wound up watching all of them during COVID and getting my brother
Every
into
single
it.
one. So had you never seen Survivor up until COVID, and then that's when you
Oh,
just
no,
binge watch 42 seasons or whatever?
So, years ago, I watched a handful when I was little, and I got into it like some of the seasons right before COVID, and then it was a good opportunity to binge watch some shows because there's nothing else to do when you can't go outside. So
yeah, you got to find something to do.
Started working its way through the curling community now.
Yeah, he got me into it too.
Yep. All right, what do you think? You're going to watch it this fall?
Yeah, I think so. I have a lot of seasons to catch up on, but he's been recommending like the best ones for me to watch. So.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Curling obviously runs in the family. Your sister out there on the ice right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Susan on Team Strouse.
Yep. Shout out to family back home, right?
Yes. Parents probably watching right now.
Of course, playing on the stream. You here with us during the break. Andy, obviously we certainly know your team, your brother, playing with your brother Scott and Cody. You guys seem to keep getting nationals. You guys always get off to a really good start. And I had to go look at this, the stat the other day, and Scott kind of joked with me when I interviewed him after the game about his record against Glenn Howard, because I thought somebody was joking with me when I first got here, like Friday or Saturday, and sure, there's no joke. Your brother has never lost to a guy that they're probably going to build statues in front of clubs all across Ontario. And have you been on those? I guess what I wanted to know is, have you been on those teams, those 3 teams I think he said that had beaten Glenn Howard?
It was twice. The first time it was Cody and him with Ethan and Trevor Host, Ethan Myers and Trevor Host, their national team. And then we again played them in a spiel in Oakville, and we beat them again. So he's 2-0, but Cody and Scott are the only ones that are 2-0.
And I think the second time was with the 2 of us.
Yeah, it was the 2 of us with them.
What was that like?
It's
probably don't remember it, but it's still pretty cool.
It's always nice when you beat a legend like that. But
we'll get a story about when you beat Nicholas Sedin and Brad Gushu maybe a little bit later in the week. Okay. What about tonight? We got you guys coming up playing Team Dropkin tonight, the only 3-0 team. You guys have played them clearly many times before. That'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. It's not going to be on the stream, but what are you expecting out of those guys tonight?
Well, of course, they're a great team, so we need to bring our best. We've kind of been trending in the right direction, and we had a decent game against Rich, made a few too many mistakes, and we're looking to right the ship here and put ourselves in a good position for the playoffs after tonight's game.
All right, before I let you go, real quick, I want to shout out Bucknell grad, but still at Princeton.
Yes.
Penn State, you helped start the club, the curling club at Penn State, Andy, right?
Well, I helped a bit. They did a lot of the groundwork there, but I gave them some advice and was kind of an advisor there.
But now it's huge. It's like I've seen YouTube or videos that have gone viral on social media about the crowds and the craziness at Penn State curling events.
Yeah, so they had their own student league, and they had a Stone Zone one night that they raised money for. I forget exactly what it was for, but there was a student raising some money, and it was nice to actually see some students involved in watching the games. And they actually have the community that lives in State College. They have their own club there in the summer, and it seems to be going really well.
That's awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Good luck tonight against the Young Bucks, Team Dropkin. We'll send it back over to you guys for McMakin and Strouse second half. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Price. And thanks to Daniel and Andy. Andy knows that Brian and I are proud Penn State graduates.
I don't know either.
So we send a "we are" over his way.
I did not know that, Joe and Brian. We're back here 5-3. Delaney Strouse leading Christine McMakin as we play the sixth end. Something is hilarious on the ice at the moment, but maybe
we missed it.
I think somebody might have bumped into another player there, one of their.
10, yeah.
So Christine McMakin has some work to do here in the sixth to get after giving up a steal of 2. She had a double that was sort of wired,
Waits up!
but set it back just a bit.
Pretty big turnaround there. Could have been 2 for her. Winds up being a steal of 2.
4-rock swing.
Definitely, and you have to ask what that does to the momentum out there. McMakin's team was feeling good, high energy, and maybe things have shifted a little bit now, and Team Strouse is feeling loose and feeling good out there. So we'll have to see this end.
Nicole Prohaska wrecks on her own guard.
Line's good.
Well
tight.
Delaney Strouse has chosen to play guard this one.
We're really
It's currently the back of the button.
2.
My favorite Christmas tree with the outturn might have been an option here as well.
Yeah, I do like that call.
Like here?
Especially with a 5-3 lead.
Good, Sid.
This works too.
Definitely works.
Oh, that's fine.
Good shot.
All right.
McMakin needs to open things up a bit.
Like 9-5. The double is
Good
super
thing about
nice,
the guard
but
is
I
if
think you have to make
you
it
did
with
Christmas
10.
tree and McMakin played on the high one, then you have to play, and she sticks around, you have to play on her shot. So
Right.
this solves that problem.
Yep. Yep.
I think McMakin will be hoping to stick around for a corner here. Need to get some guards in play.
This could be close to a really good shot.
Nice
though.
shot, Jenna.
She even gets both of them, but she's going to roll out.
Rolling too far for on these WCF regulation width sheets. On the sideboard, not covering anything. They've got when they built this Wausau Curling Club, they put in 8 sheets and made the sheets World Curling Federation
Good.
width.
It should come.
Yeah, this club is fantastic. It's
Yeah,
just
it's really-
set up for championships, right?
Yeah, when you can.
It's got
Want me to go now?
theater
Yeah, if you
seating in front of the rings,
back to
and
center.
then
Both of you back to
a
center.
whole long side
Hard,
view
both
with
of you
the,
back to center.
fireplaces
Back
and
to center.
sofas and bars. It's
Hard,
just a
hard.
beautiful club.
Really go,
I keep
really go,
noticing
really
new
go,
things in the
really go.
club too, and you go to those stadium seats. They have not just the cushioned theater style seats, but little tables between the chairs, so you can put your
Oh.
drinks there.
Lovely.
There you go, Brian Cycling. That's the area we're in that you just saw. The theater style seating is in the red zone, so we can't go in there. So we're over here on the side.
Yep.
Hack.
Post-pandemic, that's going to be fantastic though for some event.
Whoa. Nicole. Hard, Nicole.
Nicole Prohaska asked to work this across.
Hard, hard, hard. She slid a little tight. That works.
Nice weight.
12-5.
Looks like she slid a bit tight and set it back.
9-7.
You like 11-5?
Yep.
Okay.
Asking for 11-5 hog to hog time.
Close, clean. Yep. Whoa. Close, yep. Whoa, whoa.
Curl a little.
Little curl. Yep.
Whoa,
yep.
straight.
Yep. Yep.
It's close to a great
Straight.
shot.
Whoa.
Nice roll behind the guard. Peeks out the other side and makes Christine have to play the other side of the sheet, which is a good call.
Yeah.
It's 2 ends in a row. They've had nice rolls
Like
under
hack.
cover.
Yeah, I've got
Last
about a
end it
third.
set up the end for a long time. I think it was Sydney Mulaney made the hit and roll under in the last end, wasn't it?
Exactly, and she had great sweepable weight on that one. I think that's the key here.
So she's looking for
Well,
like
they're
that
hitting and
12-5.
rolling to good spots, putting a little pressure on Team McMakin. Here comes Jackie Lemke with her first of this 6th end.
Whoa.
It's really nice to see Jackie playing. I don't know if she played nationals last year.
Jenna.
Yeah, I don't think she did. I think she took a little time away.
Yeah.
You know, she has a young family, and
Hard.
nice to see her back.
Hard, Jenna.
Hard. No roll. No roll. No roll. I got it.
They're just going to stick around in the 12-foot. And I think Strouse
Try like a 10-5.
Yeah.
must hit
I
that.
don't mind nose.
What's that?
I don't mind nose.
Okay, 5.
Sure. Let's throw 10-5, Leah.
Okay, 10-5.
10-5, so a little firmer than the last one. Leah Yavaro,
Close. Yep.
after a great hit and roll on her first shot, trying to make this open hit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Good throw.
Sounds like she's pretty close. So a good pair of throws for Leah Yavaro.
10-5.
She said 10-5, right?
I'd like to see McMakin go around the guard here, personally.
I think that's a good point. Down 2, playing the 6th. You have a center line guard. That rock she's hitting is in the 12-foot, so you would think that she could always outdraw that.
Whoa. Whoa.
Maybe a bit down.
I'd like to see the come around 2, but maybe they'll prove us wrong and manufacture it 2 this way, Monica.
Jenna.
Make a hit and roll or something. Yeah.
And we'll look silly.
Oh
This
boy,
has
this
to really
is falling.
Okay, never mind.
never really
Interesting.
curled. And now let's
10-6,
hear what
she-
Delaney Strouse thinks.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Like this way? Okay.
I don't mind this way.
I think that's probably max. Like here? I don't mind that. It's pretty much the same thing except for on this side.
I just like to, I guess it doesn't matter.
I think that's probably max.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure we're by.
Yeah. You're right.
So they debated the out turn. I think Delaney Strouse may have felt more comfortable with the out turn, but they've settled on this in turn. In turn draw, trying to bury behind the center line guard.
You should be good here. I was thinking the same thing.
Top of the forefoot, buried. Bite the button.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Christmas tree.
Christmas tree it a bit here. I think you'd like to just be fully buried.
Line. Sid's rock. Sid's rock.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, you're okay.
Sweepers are going hard on this one. Dragging it.
They might have more
Gotta
room by the guard than they thought.
You got it.
If they can drag it, they will finish it.
Girls, hard.
They do want to at least touch the paint here. Looks like that's going to be just short.
But she may be blocking.
She does guard that one at the back.
Yeah.
Yep, not really any
Of course,
deeper.
the only problem is that Christine McMakin can now throw this out-turn draw, bury one, and line it up for a jam on the other, even if she's just half buried.
I like this ice.
I think Strouse will have the opportunity to come right on top of what Christine puts in there. But yeah, this is a good opportunity for
I got a
Christine.
time on Delaney's, but I don't remember what it was.
So we'll see if Christine McMakin can manufacture a skips deuce.
Best kind of deuce. Skips deuce.
It will take two good shots.
Have you ever had a leads deuce?
Oh, I used to set those up all the time.
Me too.
Yeah, that was routine.
Fighting
If it wasn't for the dang skip, they'd make two all the time.
Top four, we're on an inside path.
Line's getting tighter. Yep. Jen, a little bit.
Hard line.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Line's fine.
I think the line is good.
Just top four.
Nicole!
Just top four. Just
Nicole!
top four.
I think they want to make sure they finish this.
No, no deeper.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just top
Sit,
four.
Okay.
All right. I think I got stuck between line and weight there.
Pretty good.
That ankle's pretty
How
good.
much?
Let's hear what they say.
You like back line?
Back line.
You like back line? We can throw less and just bump it to here.
Yeah. I don't even mind like back forward, back eight. Just enough to.
Yeah, probably back eight, I think.
Okay.
We've got almost half of it.
That's probably pretty good. I like it.
I don't think they have to remove it, though. I mean, I think they start to throw back line. There's a good chance they bounce and put it over on their own.
Yeah, I don't hate the straight freeze here.
Straight freeze. If she throws T out of her hand and the line's great, you could push it back just enough to sit shot.
Yep. They get a good freeze in here. McMakin's pretty much forced, so.
Yeah. I'd hate to throw back line at it and give her an easy two.
Right.
Think it's enough?
So they've settled on the freeze. Or the slight tap.
Line's a hair tight. Yep.
So a little tight out of her hand. They're going to try to push it out a bit.
Yep.
Gotta get by
Hard.
Close.
Hard.
Really close.
Hard. You got it. Hard.
Really close. Really close.
Oh, she's just gonna clip.
Clip the guard. And that will mean Christine McMakin has a free draw for two. Just needs to be full 8 foot.
Skips deuce.
It was.
Maybe. We'll see.
She
Not
needs
over yet.
Full 8 foot and a bit. Bite the 4 foot, and it's definitely two. She should feel pretty good about this throw. She just threw it. Repeat the same weight.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do it again.
Just a quick score update over on sheet 4. Rhyme up 5-3 on Team Bear.
They were down earlier in that game 3-1, and they took 3 and stole 1.
Need 4 foot, girls. Line is good. Nicole's rock then.
Line looks good, but they might need a bit of help here. I think it should come off as it starts to curl. The weight should come off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I think they just let the weight come off as it curls.
All right, good judge, ladies. Yep. 2.
Good enough for 2. So McMakin ties the score at 5, and Strouse will have the hammer when we come back in the 7th end
You had me a little
right after
there.
this.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
Great, the show's starting.
Come on, just trust me. Oh, trust you, like with the dollar oysters.
I don't think those were oysters.
You survived, so...
Wait, we can't go that way.
Watch this. They'll think we're VIP.
Wow. He does think we're VIP.
And backstage. Trust me now?
I never doubted you.
I did for a second, but it's gone now. I trust
The
you.
all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here, 7th end, tie game.
Tie game, Christine McMakin, Delaney Strouse. Christine McMakin manufacturing a 2 in the last end for her team with a good come around. Delaney Strouse wrecked on the guard. Christine McMakin drew for 2.
17-4.
Yeah, I think Strouse will be looking to take a deuce in this end, right back.
She will be. So the center line guard goes up from Nicole Prohaska.
Coming up at 8 p.m., sorry, real quick. We've got Ruinen and Persinger on the men's side. Then a 4-draw day tomorrow. Bear Traxler, Burr Dropkin, Christensen Sinclair, and Fencing Violet.
You really gotta go, Leah.
While we are developing the end, let's send it over to Price Atkinson for a price check. Price, take it away.
Hard, 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 hard. It's gotta be in. It's gotta be full 12.
Hey guys, you guys are quick with that. Yeah, so I want to highlight a program that USA Curling has developed with one of their partners, loyal partners, and that would be Toyota. Tuesdays with Toyota. It's a program that's going on from now through August where you can enter online at usacurling.org. You can enter and just basically it's asking, what do you like about bonspieling? One winner is picked per month. Then if you're picked, your story will be highlighted online at usacurling.org. You will win a swag bag, and you will also have your entry for your next bonspiel that you play in covered. And so that's Tuesdays with Toyota. Go online at usacurling.org for more information and certainly to get your entry in. It's very simple, folks. What do you enjoy about bonspieling? Something that everybody listening and watching at home, I'm sure, loves just like I do. Guys, back to you.
So, Joe, Monica, what do you guys like most about bonspieling? The costumes?
Okay.
I don't dress
Just
up.
top 8, top 12.
It's not my thing.
It's the dancing, right, Monica?
Yes. Another one of my specialties.
I like a lot of things about bonspieling, but I'll have to say I'm with you on the costumes, but I do like a lot about
Gotta curl a
bonspieling.
lot.
It's just fun to curl without any repercussions on the outcome, right? You just go out and have fun and talk to people and have some drinks maybe and
I think
relax.
people still like to compete at bonspiels, but it's fun often to play with people you don't typically play with for a weekend. Fun to get away to another club and see how another club operates.
Yeah, haven't had a lot of time
Just
in
need
the
to give a
past
little
couple
less.
years to bonspiel
Got air
for
on the
fun.
inside of that, right?
I was looking forward to it this past year, but
11.
then of course
Get after it.
COVID hit. But looking forward to it in the future.
I had a chance to curl in Buffalo a couple months back, and that was unbelievable because it was the first time I was able to curl since this all started.
Close. Yep.
I've never played in Buffalo.
They have a very interesting club. It's 4 sheets could be expanded. Old China factory building. So they're learning a lot there. It's
That's
a
cool.
nice, big warm room. A lot of potential.
There is. So, nice hit and roll here by Team McMakin to get behind all these guards. Delaney Strouse is going to look to peel. Could get some action on all of these. Maybe even send her own yellow into the rings or into that rock that's buried.
And Sydney certainly can throw weight. She was throwing some bombs against Alex and I in the mixed doubles.
Just a little too thin for that. Close, but a little too thin.
Or just put it back. Stop 8.
Yeah, biting 8. Sure.
Okay, light's fine.
So they're going to try to wrap another one around here.
Do you like that, or do you like playing on another long guard? Make them waste a shot or two.
I personally like the guard, both for what you're saying, delaying, but also because I think the come around's kind of tricky to get the right line.
It is a harder shot. I can see the merit in both. I think I might want to throw a couple guards, make them waste a couple peels, and then try this shot. Now that I think they're going to try to go right around everything, and this is the result Monica was concerned about.
That was my bad.
Now they still do have this one buried.
Are they even?
No, they're like this far away from each other. What do you mean, are they even?
Okay. Okay. Keep going.
You can do this, but like it just gives them the draw. I don't mind that.
Sydney likes the run.
Okay. Sure. Straight peel's good, Sid.
What'd she say? I don't know.
I like this call too, actually.
Yeah, I think you really got to try to make it though. I don't think the straight peel is all that great.
I definitely don't mind the straight peel.
Okay.
Apparently,
you've been overruled.
Delaney Strouse and I are
You're not on the same page. No.
So
that's all right.
I mean, it's not terrible, but I think you're getting to the point in the end where you have to make this.
I agree.
Whoa.
Or you play on the open one and roll under. She's close here. Watch this. Close.
Okay. Good throw.
Good shot.
Nice.
Great shot.
Almost even got that back one too.
Yeah, she just missed that on the first. It was closer, I think, than they realized.
And it's great
with
to
the intern.
leave a corner as well. Really
Yeah,
good
terrific shot. Good call. Good for Sydney in the hack to see that shot and ask to play it. Of course, when you're playing second and you ask to play a shot like that, you do need to make it. But she threw that well. And now the complexion of this end is quite different.
Teeny ad.
Jenna! Always Jenna's!
Tons of line. Jenna, it's your rock all day. Jenna, go!
It's interesting. Sometimes, we can think so much about the pro side miss that we go through a game and forget about actually making shots.
I 100% agree. I've been thinking about this a lot. Sometimes you just got to make the shot, right?
Yeah, sometimes you really, your process has to be, I need to make this shot, and here's how I'm going to make it, versus, oh, well, I can always miss this way or that way.
Exactly.
There's certainly times to think of that, but there's plenty of times in the curling game where you really have to focus on, I'm going to make this shot.
Yeah, and curling's such a mental game, too. The more you can kind of focus yourself on the good and what you need to do, the better off you're going to be, I think.
Exactly. It's like they're trying the double here.
Close. Whoa. Close. Yep. Hard.
Yep, hard.
Of course, rolling big isn't terrible here if they can hold it and get a big roll. Stay with it. It's going to roll out.
Jackie, I'll give you a little less ice.
I do. Yeah. Well, if I throw a bit less weight, though, or do you like that weight?
Okay. 3's good. 3's good.
Okay.
So they're thinking a 3
that line's
guard.
not bad.
A little shorter than the last one Jackie Lemke threw.
That's good. Okay, line's good.
Jenna.
Push.
Jackie
Yep, you
Lemke,
gotta
when
go.
she releases the rock,
gotta go.
seems to
Keep going.
glance up at her
Both of you can
sweepers
help me
for
pull.
affirmation, maybe, Monica? What do you think?
Well,
That's her move.
Jackie's really good at giving info to her sweepers as soon as she lets go, which is really helpful.
It
so
is.
I think it's just a bit of that dynamic, that communication back and forth.
Like that. Let's make it good. You got it.
Perfectly placed guard.
Very good guard. We're going to try to freeze onto it.
Line's good. It's got a curl.
Leah Yavaro.
Line's pretty good. Still got a curl though. Got a curl a lot. Really running.
She made a nice hit and roll and a hit and stick in the
bump.
last end.
Got a
Needs
curl.
a good draw here. It is
Can't
starting
bump,
to
no
move.
bump.
It's a little heavy though, a little strong.
Yep, just to it. Just to it. Yep, 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 yep.
No, it's pretty
Ooh,
good.
that really checked up there in the end.
And they left it.
I mean,
still a great spot.
If we can overlap.
It's a good spot.
That'd be nice.
You just love to be shot there this late in the end.
Definitely.
I agree.
I think they thought it was there.
Yeah, I think they were more worried about bouncing.
I felt like I was hardly moving to my guards.
What's the error here?
Did seem to really check up in a hurry all of a sudden
this
there.
bad?
Yeah.
Maybe the slide path is breaking the ice down a little bit, right?
We've got to
Getting
stagger
a
them if
Little
that's what we're
fudgy
doing.
there.
little fudgy in the center. Flattening out.
Just a guard. Yeah, we are. Yeah, just tight.
So Christine McMakin throwing a guard.
Pile of ice from down here.
She'll want this to be
Do
good.
you guys agree, or do you think it looks good? It's tough because Leah throws so little rotation. It's really hard to follow her rocks. I think I need less. Yeah.
Just talking about the difference in rotation between Leah and Christine. I know Christine has a pretty positive release. Neither are wrong, but just noting the difference and how that affects the curl of the rocks is really important.
Yeah,
Line's a little
Christine
tight.
probably
Line's a little
throws
tight.
at least a rotation more than Leah Yavaro.
It looks heavy.
Helicopters. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll trust you. I'm just asking. Okay. Yep.
Line looking good here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Push.
Just
push.
let
You
it settle.
Can't leave a double. You
Just
can't
let it
leave
settle.
a double.
Just let it settle.
Apparently they can't leave a double, Monica.
Fine.
You can't.
No, and they won't.
I think that's probably good enough.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. Let's hear what they think.
I don't really like that. That just is scary. It's
This? Or the double peel?
I do like the peel here.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't
scary.
mind the double peel.
Okay.
There's a good chance he clipped the yellow into the red, I
Just gotta be
think,
careful
the
that
way
we
they're
don't
lined
play
up.
it this way.
Yep.
And clip this by accident. I think it'll go on top. Or
Honestly,
it will.
it's not that bad if we do that.
Are you talking about this? Whoops, sorry.
It's like-
Wrong thing. This into that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then dragging it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is available.
Did
It's
it
just
pretty
really
thin
hard.
to get it onto that yellow,
I think
but
you could
it's
play to it through here with the back line. You like it?
I liked it better
Maybe-
before we threw.
she is thinking she might be able to get to that back
Kind of a lot of
red with
ice
the
then.
intern
You like
through
that
that
ice for
port.
back line?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And I think she could. She doesn't have to move that red very far to be shot.
You like this?
Make it through the hole, you're
much
probably
do
in
you
pretty
have,
good
sliver?
shape.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's the shot rock is dead lined up behind that guard.
I
The
think
way
we gotta
this,
throw less, Leah.
way the ice curls.
Back 8.
Do you still like this ice?
Yeah, maybe a little more. Honestly, no. I like these same ice.
Okay, you got it.
So back 8 weight, trying to navigate this port and just move the shot rock
Whoa,
a few inches.
close.
It's really close.
Whoa, push. Yep, line, straight. Hard, straight, hard.
Close. Hard for line.
Gotta get it by.
Got to get by both. Looks like she's going to clip the guard.
Boy, that snapped awfully quick.
It did. It looked pretty good down halfway down.
This hole,
I think it was just light in the end, though. A little lighter than she was
But, like,
hoping.
she's rolling out,
Well,
right?
and luckily she's left herself that out turn draw still. She could have pushed that guard over even further and blocked that kind of draw her out
To pick it
for
for
herself, but
Well, I'm
it's still there.
wondering, do we guard it or try and come here? But is
Just
that
as long as you
leaving
don't leave her a
more-
double.
But is that leaving her more like shrapnel to run into, you know? Like if we put it here and she runs this, then
Yeah.
she's definitely
Yep.
just nutting it for one. Okay, I like that. Do you like,
I think they have to decide what they're guarding.
cover a corner or one of those?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, what can you even get at that red?
I don't know at this point. I don't think you can.
You almost have to play the out turn.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you could play the run. You could angle the yellow in there to try to clip
feel
it.
like if we come into the
and you
house,
might
it's
risky though.
Yeah, you might clip your own yellow out. So I'm not sure what this guard takes away. Do you see anything here, Joe, that this guard takes away?
I don't know how you get through there and make anything for 2.
Or even how you move the red. You're gonna have to move the red a few inches to make your yellow count.
You could hit your yellow into your own yellow, I suppose, but you're not guarding that through the hole.
No.
So I'm not sure.
Her first thought was to throw the
Stay
out turn
close,
draw,
Jenna,
which I didn't
pull.
mind. I
Whoa,
think this
whoa.
good little discussion here. Sometimes we do throw guards and we're not exactly sure what we're guarding, and this
Little
might
bit
be
now,
one of
Jenna.
those cases.
Yep.
Might have been a good time for a timeout, to be honest with you.
Off.
Probably. So she's right in this hole, but I don't know if that hole was really there. She has left her the wide out turn draw for 1.
It definitely makes Delaney's decision for her.
Maybe a little more. We don't want to accidentally wreck on the yellow. We have to be side.
Yeah, right here. You got it.
That's a great point, Monica. Sometimes it's good to give a skip a choice of shots. Here, it's just a matter of putting the broom down. You only have 1 shot left. But I think this was going to be her shot all day anyways. I mean, she might have played a quiet angle tap on that yellow, but there is some definite risk involved there.
So last rock coming here for Strouse.
Delaney Strouse trying to draw a good chunk of the button and prevent a steal of 1 for Team McMakin.
Becca. Whoa. Where are we? Okay. Line's way out there.
Sweepers seem to think the weight is there. Or no, now they're going hard.
Yep, hard.
It's close.
Looks really close if they can drag
Can
it
they
there.
get it there?
Okay.
Oh.
Ran into the flattened slide path.
So 1 here stolen by McMakin. Going to take a 6-5 lead going into the 8th end when we come back right after this.
At Twin Cities Orthopedics, we believe that for every challenge, there is an answer. Grit, strength, focus, willpower. That's how we rise. That's how we win. Whatever is standing in front of your goal, we will take it down together. This is your victory. And you've earned it. At TCO, less pain is your gain.
So we're back here. McMakin with a 1-point lead into the 8th end. Strouse now has 2 hammers to 1, as we've talked about before. Even end.
Yeah, Joe.
One.
Delaney Strouse with a nice try on that draw for 1. Sort of got into the slower slide path.
Well, like you said, Joe, it's not a bad end to give up a steal in the 7th.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'd rather be. 1 down with 2 hammers or 1 up with just 1.
I like coming under.
It's a age-old question.
It is interesting here. The all of Delaney Strauss's team, I guess, except for the entire team had played in the mixed doubles Delaney Strouse had played with
Line's really good. It's got a curl.
Nick Connolly. Sydney Mullaney
it's got
played
a
with
curl.
Chase Sinnott. Rebecca Rogers played with Danny Casper and Leah Yavaro. Yavaro played with Sam Strouse.
Can't be a three,
Christine
really can't be a
McMakin on the
three.
other side played mixed doubles with Riley Fenson, and Jennifer Cheski played mixed doubles
Hard,
and
it's
qualified
gotta be
for the
full
Olympic
12. It's
trials
gotta be full
with
12.
Ben Richardson.
Hard, it's really got to be full 12.
Yeah, I think it's a good move as a young player to play mixed doubles. You have to kind of do everything out there. You have to sweep,
Light's fine.
figure out the paths, figure out the line, and it really
The last one
elevates
was a
your game.
65.
Also means that most of those players have probably played a game on this sheet, even though there was a flood done afterwards, after the mixed doubles.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, the sheet's looking quite
3-4.
different than the mixed doubles competition, but
Oh, this is that 2 rock though.
it is nice to kind of know the facility and the rocks and have a
just
feel
a
out
3.
there.
Hard, just a 2.
That sounded, our Bostonian laughed at that Wisconsin accent there, I think.
I'm turning into a Canadian, I think.
Jackie Lemke really leaned into that just a 2.
You can come here, I
So they
guess.
mentioned this is that 2 rock.
Like you're calling.
Yeah, they did. She said that 2 rock she doesn't like.
I like this.
No, I heard another team come off, and I think the lead was throwing the 7-8 on this sheet. I'm not entirely sure, but I sort of overheard that.
What color, Dean?
Red. Red are moving around. We need a
Mine's good.
telescope.
I
We
know.
really have no
Girl.
good place to get one.
It
We need
should feel fine.
binoculars.
Could probably watch it as it goes by.
4. 4 is good. 3. Move. Line's good. Hard.
Trying to tick this. No. Trying to get in.
Well, they'll be open. If they can be in, they'd like to take it.
Nice
Good
weight
throw.
on
That was
that
too much ice
tick
anyway,
attempt because they do keep their shooter around in the house.
Yeah.
So, with Delaney Strouse lying 2, Christine McMakin is going to try another come around.
Yes, please.
The 5th stone at the end.
Okay.
Certainly an option here, up 6-5 to play a hit.
Which rock is this?
9. It should check up
Yeah,
though.
which
This
rock
rock
is
is
this?
gonna slow up.
Whoa,
Like,
it's
get it to
running.
curl.
It's running. Still
They
running.
might have
It's
these,
still running?
might
Yeah,
have some sense in their head about what some of these
Back
rocks are
button,
doing.
back 4.
Push if you can.
This
push.
they think is one that's going to grind up a little bit,
Push. Okay.
and it has.
Yeah.
Which rock is that?
It's just nonsense.
I had a 14.8 on it. That should have been.
You know, when they asked which rock it was, the next thing I heard was 9, which makes no
Heck, if
sense.
you
Yeah,
got
I heard that
hard,
too.
really
I was
good,
confused
too.
by that as well.
Well, I think the 9 was what they
You
thought
like
the
that?
weight was, and then
You got it.
this rock that 7 rock. They think so. Apparently, they think that 7 rock is a little bit slower.
Yep. Yes. Hard, Becca.
Hard.
But
No, really hard.
I think they want sweeping here.
Maybe.
Good throw. Sweep, dude.
Great sweep by Rebecca Rogers.
They do rub the guard.
Light's fine.
McMakin playing pretty hard here for a steal.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that. She threw up 2 centers and then went around, and even though she's up, it is the 8th end, so scoring here, stealing here would be really great for McMakin.
4.
Yeah, she's all in here though.
It's starting to slow
Interesting.
down already though.
Lots of room.
I think we gotta go.
Could work out great
Just
for
a
her.
3.
She's definitely going all in.
Just a 3.
I think
Just
she's
a
going to
3
want to
according to Jackie Lemke.
Nicole, you can help.
take
her.
a look here at risk and if she wants to hit something eventually, but I do like the setup of the end.
There is a yellow rock that's open that she
That's the
could
pro
have made a
side.
play on. Now she's guarded her shot rock.
I don't want to jam it.
I think we still have to play.
Do you like the top
Yeah.
one still?
Yeah.
If I was Delaney Strouse, I'd still feel like I had a good chance at a 2 here.
I
though.
agree.
Yep.
Got it.
7-8 belongs to the second.
Roll your side, Leah.
Jennifer
Anything you
Chesky.
have.
Oh boy.
Oh. Unlucky.
That did not work out particularly well for Sydney Mulaney. I don't think she threw it badly either, to be honest.
Top 12.
Top 12.
Well, that definitely changes the complexion of the end.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
still like
and now Christine McMakin's aggressive strategy may pay some real dividends.
Yeah.
She can bring another one in.
She is certainly in the position of control now.
Jackie Lemke taking her deep breaths, throwing the out turn.
Oh, I would not touch it.
Okay. Room.
So she's not in love with the weight out of her hand.
No. Yep. Bring it. Want it biting.
Yep.
It's looking better though. I think the weight should come off as it starts to curl here.
Okay. Whoa. We lost it. Just leave it. That's good, Jackie.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the call now, Dean?
Whew, this is
you
a...
gotta come under.
You want 2?
Time machine is the call. You need to go back about 3 rocks.
I actually like the double peel on the tight 2 reds because that yellow's so high.
Yeah, that double peel is
Mine's gotta move a
definitely
little.
has some potential. I think if you don't play that, then this is the call.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to beat
Gotta
them in
move
here,
still.
try to score a couple around the button. You're going to need some good ones. The double peel isn't easy. You can easily put another red in, too. This looks, the line is good if they get it by. Oh.
I'm wondering if, like, paths are just breaking down here a little bit.
Everything is coming up lighter than I expect.
And we're starting to get a little more curl than I think we were getting early in the game.
Yeah, a lot of late finish, and you know, just as you know, Jackie Lemke on her last one thought she was pretty heavy and wasn't, so we might be seeing the ice break down a bit here, and the players have to recognize that and adapt. So a little update over on sheet 4. It's now 7-3 Kim Rime over Madison Bear. They're playing the 8th end.
Room. Lot of line this time. Careful.
No, line's good.
Nicole's rock.
Line's good.
Yes, it's good. Jenna.
Okay, we lost it. Whoa.
It's another one that they...
Bounce? No, we don't have enough to bounce off.
So I definitely think
let it
that
settle. That's it.
the ice is getting a
my
little
bad, girls,
flat
sorry.
here. This is when it becomes really important to throw positive rotation.
You got it this way.
Trust that it will dig in and die a bit as it comes into the rings.
Yep. Delaney's got to be careful here.
Okay, I'm going to give you like a 10.
So she thinks she can get to the face of that rock with the in-turn.
I personally don't think this shot is there.
Well, she will have to paper the guard. It could be there. She papers the guard. She could have gone again with the out-turn, I think, too.
Okay, it's got to curl now.
It's got to move a lot.
It's got to curl
Becca's
now.
rock.
They should be switching if they hear that.
Got to curl now.
This seems to be gliding a little bit nicer in the fresh stuff.
Yeah, you get out here a little wider.
I don't know if that was ever going to get to the nose of that, just based on the curl there.
Yeah, it doesn't move a ton
I really
there.
like that. Yeah. Just hack weight. She have air?
Wow.
Edge to edge.
I think the only way that yellow rock comes into play is if Christine makes it in this with this call.
If she is a little inside, maybe clips her own red close to the rings.
Yeah, I think Monica's point is if she ever runs tracks on her here and runs straight, she's going to chip the yellow over. That's why she doesn't even have to throw hack here. I mean, she doesn't have to move this stone out. So what she really has to do is make sure she gets to the inside of it if she's going to play this shot, and it is edge to edge. I mean, killing it would be a nice bonus, but I don't think it's essential.
Yeah.
Here we go, Christine McMakin with the in-turn.
Nicole!
Sounds like she's not wide.
Hard! Whoa!
Whoa,
Jenna! Jenna!
Hard,
Jenna!
Jen! Hard!
Hard, Jenna, hard.
Jen!
Any roll.
Looks like a good shot.
It's a good shot.
my
She
bad.
has left it out there a little bit. Would have loved to get inside a bit.
Do that or do you play this? I just don't really know about the double because I think at this point we have to get something undercover, you know? But I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know
if you can
get to shot.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
The thing is, I feel like maybe I can always get to this one.
It's not really curling a whole lot over here.
Maybe get the double.
Okay, I like it. What do you want to throw?
10-5.
Okay.
How do you feel about the double here?
Not crazy about it. To be honest,
I'm
Joe.
sort of thinking the same thing.
I think you could use the rock that just ended up there to get to the button. I mean, you can try to play the shot she tried before that hung out there a bit. Try that shot again, come off the one that's there. No,
I mean, and your original shot was still there. You know, if you really think that you could have make it to that shot stone,
Yeah.
it's still there. And you get the bonus of if you're a little wide, you can wreck off of the one and roll towards the button.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I don't, the double, even if she makes a double, she's going to be open for Christine to eliminate it.
Whoa! Becca!
Not even sure she will.
She may
might
roll
just-
out.
She may just have to a simple draw around all that stuff.
This looks like it's going to
Now
miss
this
everything.
is well out there, and she might even just chip this one closer. No. Now Christine McMakin has an opportunity to really apply some pressure. I'm not so sure if she makes a good shot here. I'm not entirely sure how Delaney Strouse scores.
Yeah, she'll be looking at that yellow rock run back
Yeah, let's do that.
against 4.
Girls.
Timeout called, and they will bring out their coach, Sandra McMakin.
I just felt
That's
like this is
Christine's
important.
mom. I got the name right. Look at that.
Good job.
I'm on top of my game now.
It's at like 45 seconds for
We're
the coach to
debating
get there.
guarding
She's
here
right there.
Or playing this draw before she does, but we're worried about ticking. Okay.
Okay. You just like the guard.
Yeah, we're thinking this guard here.
Okay.
Because the draw, we're a little bit worried about making it easier on her if we tick something. Are you in agreement? Or do you think we force the draw down the middle?
I don't think that this is much of a draw. It's
This
just
one?
Well, how does Strouse score here?
Yeah.
Well, she
But
still
again,
may
it's
have
for
the
one.
outturn draw, but
I
let's
guess
see what they
anything's for one
say.
at this
Oh, yeah.
point, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say you have the guard, and you can even just
Play down
bring
to it
it
almost.
Yeah, play down to it.
Okay. I agree.
Okay.
All right.
I like it.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I think they're going to play the intern. If I'm going to
it'll
play
run
the
a little
intern,
bit
I
out
think
there.
I almost come down on top of the one I just threw.
I agree. I think if you're playing this turn, there's no
I think
harm
they
in
can
being
hold
in the
it,
house.
too.
Can almost get on the inside of it.
Make a
Now
good
what it
one.
might leave, I think there is a very narrow port, I think, with the outturn draw, or the shot you described, Monica, the angle raise
Guard if it's
on that yellow
just
on the
barely
right side
bites,
as
I
we're
think
looking at the
that's pretty
rings. And if
good.
she puts another one here,
Do you guys
that
like
angle
size?
raise might go into a whole pile of rocks.
I think it already is, so I like being in the house here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this path.
I agree. It's a little
outside of
risky to
the 4-foot
play the
line to
outturn
throw
draw and
around a
open it
little
up and make it
nicer. We have
easier
tons
for
of time
her.
with the timeout.
I think if
For
you're playing the
around a little
outturn,
nicer,
you're throwing a
so
guard on that
Just be
side.
wary. We
I think
might
that's
get
true.
outside of the paths that are fudging.
I mean, I'd love to see this intern. If you throw an intern draw and get to the inside here, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Christine McMakin with her last shot of the 8th end.
Okay. Whoa. It's running. Is it deeper? Okay.
Push.
Jenna's rock. Yep, Jenna. Yep, Jenna.
I
Yep,
think if
Jenna.
it's heavy, they'd want to take it right
Yep.
by
If we can
this.
get to nose, that's really good.
Or just chisel it
Yep.
over.
Go, go, go,
Probably
go,
won't
go.
make a big difference, to be
No,
honest.
looks pretty good.
Really good.
It's a good shot.
I mean, I think it's just here.
So Strouse going to be facing 4 with her last.
4 with her last.
You like that?
You got to
Do
like
they
feel
line
it.
up some sort of triple here?
Yeah, if she hits a bit low side, I
Do you
think
have this?
they all go. And
Yeah, if we have an overhead,
Do
we
you guys
might be able
like
to see
this
if
or
that.
just the tap?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think that's the shot. I think that's the easiest shot.
Yeah, and you can even hit it and roll inside a bit.
Yep.
And even if the first red stone you hit doesn't move out of the rings, you should be shot.
That's actually the one place Christine really couldn't put it, huh?
Yeah, it took us a while to recognize
know.
that. But that's why I wanted to be inside. I think if she got
Yeah.
to the inside of it, it would have been a lot better.
We're a little delirious back here.
Right?
So the mistake here for Delaney Strouse would be
it's right
to
where we
not
want
get
to
a
hit
little
it.
bit inside. Got to make this.
This has been tricky because every rock on this line has floated.
Yeah, I think you could almost put the broom right on the rock and push it back if you needed to.
Yeah, no need to overthrow this either. The rocks are so active, they're going to go.
Does look like it's dead lined up.
Oh, close, yep. Yep,
9-second hog-to-hog time. They're on it hard early. Uh-oh.
Hard!
This might
And that
be
is
disaster.
not going to work very well.
Yep.
It's going to be a steal of 5 for McMakin. Wow.
I'm pretty sure like picked something.
Tough luck there for Strouse. McMakin's going to be up 6. We'll see if they decide to continue when we come back right after this.
USA Curling aims to provide continued programming to grassroots, junior, and diversity and inclusion initiatives. Support the future of curling in the United States by making a donation at usacurling.org/donate.
So with that game getting a little bit out of hand, we're going to shift our attention to sheet 4, where Kim Rhyme is up 7-4 on Madison Bear.
It did start 0-0 in the first end, though. So that's okay, though. We're just catching up here. So
Rhyme's playing the Redstones.
And as you can see on the scoreboard behind, 7-4, Kim Rhyme
Yeah, pretty perfect. 4-0.
over Madison Bear. And Kim Rhyme has a hammer here in the ninth end.
Okay, all you line 8.
Madison Bear playing this come around with Allison Howell, the lead on Team Bear.
Keep going.
Or actually, I guess maybe trying to double guard.
I mean, I cleaned it. I got
Both
it back out of the
these
way.
teams are 1-0.
So Allison Howell hogs her shot. So it's removed from play. This looks like Katie Rhyme with her second shot of the end. Kim Rhyme carrying hammer with a 3-point lead. Scores here and probably seals the victory.
Great pair by the lead on the Rhyme team, Katie.
Yeah, Katie Rhyme with a 2 around the center line guard. And now Madison Bear, Team Madison Bear will be chasing a bit the rest of this end.
They'll be looking for the freeze, maybe a little
Line's
bump.
good. Line's good. Might need to curl a little at the end. Yep, gotta go.
This is the second Taylor Dries.
Line's good. Little curl, little curl.
This looks like a really nice shot.
Really good, Tay. Nice sweep, guys. Way to put it.
That was a great shot. Definitely has improved the angles
good.
for them. Kim Rhyme will call for the peel on this center line guard.
Bill, you got it.
Yes, yep, yes, yep, 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 yep.
Okay, Flannery throwing the peel.
Kate, that's good. Whew. Sorry, Katie.
A little nervous for a moment there.
Those peels do run straight.
What if we freeze here?
Did you play sheet 4 just in your first
we're in
game?
a little bit of desperation.
No, I was on sheet 5.
Sheet
But I
5.
can't imagine it was all that different.
Yeah.
4.
Straight freeze.
I always like to peel
Straight freeze.
on ice that runs straight, though.
Oh, it's nice.
You
Very
can
nice.
just
Let her go.
let it go and manage it a little bit with the sweeping. Taylor Dries with her second.
Less is good. Line's close.
Taylor's my training house buddy. We
Getting better. It's got to curl a little. It's getting really good.
get after those morning workouts
Yep,
at the
go
training
ahead, yep.
house.
Is that right?
Yep, she's in my little training house bubble.
How many people are in your training house bubble in the Twin Cities?
So right now, the morning
Cool,
workouts,
cool.
it's Richie Ruinen, Jamie
good.
Sinclair,
Holy,
my teammate,
265.
and Taylor and Anne-Marie actually as well. So we all
Otherwise, we can call timeout.
get there at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
You like peel?
Yep.
Yeah, I
That
think I like
is
peel.
not my
Wait,
workout
wait, this
time, I
way.
don't think.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Set up for a run.
It is nice to work out in the morning, get it out of the way, so
Yep.
so she's trying this, I guess, a straight peel.
Yes. Yes.
Could have entertained the double peel.
Hard! Hard, hard, hard. Yep, hard. You got it hard. Hard, 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 hard. Kate, it's good.
I guess. Just back 4. Back 8. Let's go back 8.
So with 4 rocks to come for Madison Bear, she's going to ask Anne-Marie Duberstein to tap the high yellow.
Time to change gears, huh?
Apparently.
Yeah, both those red rocks need to go by the end of the end. So
Tight.
Yeah, I mean, the end started out with two
Yeah.
great ones by Katie Rhyme.
Hard. Keep going. We'll keep going. Nice throw in. Good. Good sweep, Ellie.
So I think there is a,
I mean, peel again? Or
They're a
timeout
pretty
now?
straightforward double here.
I would think so.
even if you lose one of the back reds, that's actually good for the Rhyme team at this point.
Freeze or time?
Let's see what,
We can guard it, but that's not great. I don't love
Corner. Corner freeze.
that. Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, here. You gotta be here.
I think with a 7-4 lead, you could play this double, and even if you lose one of your red stones, it's hardly
4-10.
hardly a poor result. But she's going to play this corner freeze on the high yellow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this, if I'm honest with you.
Does seem to overly complicate an end in a game that you're ahead by
gotta go.
3 with the hammer. So we'll see how it turns out.
Curl.
They'll probably take 5, Monica.
Probably now that.
Now that we've said that.
Curl. Whoa, whoa, straight, straight. Whoa, okay, well then, okay then, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not bad, Louie. And come take a look.
Madison Bear wants her third. Anne-Marie Duberstein to
tap
come out and
this
have
one.
a look.
I don't mind our setup here. I mean, if you throw peel, you could get both of them, but I don't know if we do that. I mean, it's tough. You gotta just thin this one. Okay. I don't think this one's going anywhere.
I think what's key is they have to make
I think
sure
it's
they move
most
that
going here.
top red at least far enough to the,
If
to
you
the
throw
right side of the
peel
rings
and
as we
thin,
look at it.
you are gonna get it to move.
Make some
Just
space for
maybe it's probably out
themselves.
to here
Yeah.
instead. I think that's the call. Yeah. I like peel. I mean, throw as much as you can.
So Madison has settled on peel. That was her instinct.
Keep it under check. You got it.
Make a thin double here. And they'll have 2 behind the red guard.
There's not much she can see there, but
Yeah, if she hits what she can see.
sees. Yeah, she'll get both going.
Certainly doesn't want to clip her own yellow, though.
Should run straight on her, too.
So she's going to throw peel or firm.
Oh, close.
Looked like a nice throw
Close,
from
yeah.
our vantage point.
Whoa.
Work it over just a bit. There
Nice
you
shot.
go.
Go, go, go.
Great
Beauty.
shot. They'd love to lie two, and they do. Oh,
Oh.
no, they lie once.
Can run this now. Just nose. You
Good
like
call by
running it?
Madison
Yeah.
to throw weight at that, I think, right?
Yeah, and
Like
it
this,
looked
I
like
jam.
Marie threw the weight
So we
easily.
don't jam. Yeah, so we don't jam. Okay. Peel.
I think the problem with that, though, is that it sort of forces Kim to play this shot. That
That's true.
if you had played less weight and kind of jostled things around a little bit,
She wouldn't have this.
yeah, she might not have this particular shot. She might have had something just as dangerous, but
Yes. Little out. Hard. Yes, hard.
to me, this run back just seems too short.
Hard. You got it hard. Hard. Hard.
We need this run back.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
And there you go.
There you go. They will leave one that's second shot.
We're taking about there.
That said, it's staggered now, so if Madison Bear can get behind this staggered group of guards, it will be difficult to remove hers.
Okay, let's make a really good draw here.
I think Madison Bear down 3 playing the 9th would,
Yeah, I think at
needs to
least-
steal, but ideally steals more than
honestly,
one.
They had like 14-5 pulling up, and I know their releases die a little, but they were T. Okay, I agree. Good top 4, guys.
So Madison Bear looking to hook one around. The staggered guards in front.
Where? Well, no then. No.
Calling out 7-8, which means it's a little bit heavier than she'd like. They don't have to sweep for line. Looks like it's stronger than 7-8.
That's going to go all the way through.
You need a tick then.
I think maybe they're struggling a bit to figure out how fast the paths are still in the later ends of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really looked in on this game too much, but considering the score, I would guess that Team Bear has struggled with weight. Typically what happens when you're down 3 playing the 9th.
You can see there were a couple steals in the middle of this game.
Yeah, typically when you're down 3 playing the 9th, you don't say that you have the weight dialed in.
So you like this call? Draw under all those rocks, or would you try to play something to get rid of the yellow that's there?
I would be blasting the front,
Yeah.
personally.
She could blast the front and lie a bundle, and I guess she's thinking she doesn't want to leave Madison Bear the same shot to get herself out of the end, but I think I might hit those front stones and
Curl all the way.
rearrange them as well.
Hard curl. Hard. You got it. Go. Just hard for curl.
Seems like Kim is dialed in on draw weight.
Yeah. They didn't spend a lot of time discussing this one. No.
Right on the tee.
Right on the tee, but it's not.
She's got room there.
She has room to get to the inside of it, I think, with the right weight.
You think there?
I mean, it's a quarter
I'll
berry.
throw it good.
I think she can get to the inside and be shot.
All right, let's make it. Okay, are we just throwing to tee? I like just even closer to back 4. Yeah. It'll curl.
So she's thinking back 4. She doesn't really have to move it as long as she gets to the inside.
Yeah, I like the straight freeze
Gets enough of the button.
on the inside.
I think that Strouse may have picked up 3 over on sheet 2.
Whoa, it's got a
so
curl!
Still down 3.
So you're saying we should go back to that sheet?
No, I'm just saying if people are wondering what's going on over there.
It's like the curse of the broadcasts.
If we miss an epic comeback,
she's close
you can
here.
blame me.
But that looks like it's going to come up short.
Good to get second shot there.
Kim Ryan will have a draw to the touch the forefoot for 2. She's fully in control of this game, even if she doesn't make this shot. But up 5 coming home would probably bring broom taps or handshakes or whatever we're doing.
Might force us to go back to the original game.
We may be headed back. So you're saying there's a chance, Joe?
That's right.
Let's do it.
BA, be ready to hit the button.
See if Kim Ryan can touch the forefoot.
Line's nice.
Line's good, guys.
Gotta
I
be
like the line.
Just play 4-foot room.
Those brushers just sweep it for
Plenty of room.
T line.
Anything, curls anything. Where is it?
It's gotta be 4 foot. Gotta be 4 foot. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa, whoa.
Looks strong.
14-5.
Or spicy, as the kids call it.
Okay.
Good enough.
2 red.
Good enough for 2.
Nice game.
So that's
I've
going to
been
be broom
scratching
taps.
my nose, so I'm just gonna elbow.
Elbows.
Kim Ryan defeats Madison Bear 9-4. That's going to force us to go back to that original game we thought was out of hand. Now it's a 3-point game.
So Delaney Strouse manufactured a 3 in the 9th end and now trails 11-8.
These are starting to look a little bit like halftime Canadian Football League scores. 11-8.
Yeah.
9-4.
Or a Yankees-Red Sox slugfest.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I didn't say who was ahead.
Are you a Yankees fan?
No, I'm not. I'm a Mets fan.
Thank goodness. Otherwise, I would be leaving.
These Bostonians are such diehards. There's really no room for compromise. So, we'll give you the little radio update, I guess, while we wait to get a picture over here.
So here we go, back to the original game.
Delaney Strouse has a centerline guard up. She doesn't have last rock. Christine McMakin has one on the button. Delaney Strouse is trying to freeze to the one there, or perhaps move it slightly. So she needs to manufacture a steal of 3.
No small feat, but certainly doable.
Even more.
Yeah, and in a game
Really
that's
good throw.
11-8,
Good
you
sweep,
think
girls.
it
Really
might be possible?
Might be in the cards.
No
Really wanna
shortage of
kick now.
scoring in this
Throw
game.
it through. Or come here, and then we'll peel.
Yeah, as long as we're dead froze, I suppose.
Okay.
So we've been doing this for about 10 years. And Brian says
Or would you
that
rather
he doesn't think
throw
we've ever switched off of a game thinking it was over and then come back to it.
We don't really trust this rock. Can we just throw it through?
Well,
Glad to be part of this.
I'm honored to be a part of
It's
this.
history making is what we're talking about here.
10 years, huh? That's about as long as I've been curling women's.
So Team McMakin has just decided to throw this rock through.
Because they don't like the rock.
They like it that little.
Now, which rock is that?
Now, I am going to say that I don't think these rocks are that bad that they're
They
not.
weren't bad before, but
They
then
are,
you jinxed
I
them.
mean, I think our set of USA curling rocks are pretty good. I will say that this is the trickiest sheet, these red rocks, but I don't think I would decide that it was not worth throwing at all.
Huh? It's tricky enough, yeah.
I mean, you did have hammer. You could throw it almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm not even sure throwing it through is the wrong call, to be honest, but
Danny Casper just texted me, "Go Yankees."
Just a 7.
so now Delaney Strouse playing the out turn. Or Sydney Mullaney's throwing it. Nice line here.
This might be perfect.
Sydney Mullaney has made some nice shots this game. Hits and rolls. That's a nice rock.
Sprinting up to play the peel here.
Single's fine.
Could get a couple of rocks moving here.
Do you want the intern? All right.
I think this is good with the out turn. I think it's double peels in the cards. Double peels win curling games.
Hard! Hard!
And she's got
I
it.
am satisfied with that.
Not exactly the way they drew it up, but they've removed two guards, left their own stone, just a little bit off the center line.
You let it come freeze to it.
I'm just so happy we
gotta throw
fixed
another guard.
Christine's microphone.
So you can hear her
I
thoughts.
love everything that comes out of her mouth in terms of like her inner thought comes out.
Yeah, you really get it all.
You hear everything. It's great.
Sydney Mullaney with her second of this 10th and possibly final end.
Pretty tight.
2.
We're really tight. Over and off. We're really tight.
It's like a 2.5, 3.
2.5, 3 guard. I think they have to guard here. You have to figure out how to
That's good.
build
That's
a
fine.
steal of 3.
Yep.
And Christine's going to keep peeling.
I
Yep.
just gave you a bit more.
With a 3-point lead in last rock. Peel away.
Yep.
Same weight.
Yep. All you got on the roll, Nicole. All you got on the roll. Go, 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 go. That's good.
Probably
Sorry,
good
I think
enough.
You said roll, Nicole, and I thought you said whoa.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
One more?
Yeah, like a. To do a 4.
Sure.
So Delaney Strouse going to throw another guard. This is with 4 rocks left for her team. I don't think she really has any other options here. Guard this.
Mine's a hair tight.
A little tight.
4.
We're tight. We're sliding. I kind of like that. Push.
Whoa, don't push.
Good.
Okay.
I like that.
How much do you have?
Now there's some targets in the rings.
That's a sneaky Christmas tree right there.
It is a sneaky Christmas tree. I kind of like that shot,
Me too.
considering the situation they're in.
I like whatever you like.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, if they were ever to get fortunate and
Go a 10?
Team McMakin tick their own red guard, suddenly we'd have something interesting brewing here. Jackie Lemke throwing the out-turn peel.
What's up? Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Gotta
Hard,
go.
Jenna.
Gotta go.
Tight to that red, high red guard, but I think she's by it.
Oh, she just nudged it.
Okay.
Oh, he gets the back
picked her own out
one.
of the
Sorry
back.
about that, girls.
Lucky break there, but
Still not out of the woods because now they can play in there. They've got the Christmas tree, part of the Christmas tree. They can freeze. Here's the slow-mo replay.
Mine's a lot better.
Yeah, line's a lot better.
she's just going under that yellow one to the back.
Leah Yavaro, I mean,
Close.
makes it interesting actually if she can make a good freeze here.
Yeah, line.
This line really seems to be curling.
Yeah, if she gets to the inside though. Pretty good shot.
Nice shot.
About as good as you can make that.
Yeah.
Line's gotta go.
Now they
I just like the same
can
thing.
see all of either yellow stone. They
Just
can
gave
see
you a hair
parts of
more
it.
line.
Okay. I've got to hear more of the rock too this time, obviously.
Okay.
Here comes Jackie Lemke trying to peel one.
Jenna.
Hard.
Hard, Jenna.
Hard.
Tight again to that red guard, but I think she's safely
Roll,
by it.
Nicole.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Almost got both of them.
And Strouse, I think, is just going to keep wrapping around that rock.
Might be
that
tempted
she
to
left.
throw the intern here, wouldn't you?
I was just thinking the
Looks
same
easier.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that. They put the broom down so quickly, but that intern, you could get. You could
It's either that or
suddenly
we can come this way.
There we go.
I think we inceptioned her.
Sure, I don't care.
I think the intern looks a lot easier. And you can bring 3 into the mix. I mean, not easily, but if you make this, I think Christine McMakin plays that short run back.
This looks like Max Broom to me.
Just give yourself a shot.
You're on it early, which might indicate it's a little on the light side. Sydney Mulaney and Rebecca Rogers sweeping this rock hard.
They're a pretty good sweeping duo.
Yeah, line looks pretty good here. If they can get it there.
Looks a little light.
Drag it, ladies. Well.
It's something.
that's sometimes all you can do when you're down 3 without hammer. It's something. Sometimes you just want to try to make the other team at least throw their last shot. But if Christine McMakin makes one of these yellows go away, that will be the end of the game.
Anywhere high on the red is great.
You never know.
If she hits it anywhere high, she'll either get the high yellow or the one at the back. I think it would be incredibly defy physics to put it through that hole there, but Christine McMakin, 10th end, her first shot on the way.
Yep. Hard, Jenna.
Sweeping hard to hold it. Looks pretty good. Looks like she'll clip the back. There you go.
Nice shot.
That'll do it.
That will be the end of this game.
So Christine McMakin picks up a victory here. She's now 1-1. Delaney Strouse drops to 0-2. And that's going to do it for our 4 p.m. session. I don't know if Price has got an interview or not. Doesn't look like he does, so we're going to just move along to our 8 o'clock draw, which is going to be Rich Ruonen versus Greg Persinger. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks, Monica, for doing the commentary 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Go get some sleep. You got a big day tomorrow.
Thanks for putting up with me. Have fun for the rest of the week, guys.
All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you at 8 p.m.